functionally useless.
I'm transitioning
So
on this,
I was looking at it and I kind of went, I could really do this, but I don't have the temperament. It would be hell. This is a bad idea. No.
So with that, welcome to the party. We're happy to see that many of you are also new to the party. My name is Zed or ZX. The name on my nameplate is slightly incorrect. It will be fixed, though, almost certainly by next week, because we'll also be adding our new player next week, who, now that I know how to pronounce it, will be Jade.
We can all say it.
Jade. Which took quite a lot of doing, but nah, we got it. So
diction lessons.
Yes.
Pronunciation.
By the way, okay, I'm sorry. So, tangent number one. I just heard a thing where they think that the actual, so apparently received pronunciation, the way British pronunciation currently works.
Yeah.
Was,
it's RP, it's posh. It's like I don't.
Sure.
RP.
But it's actually it was intentional. So after the Americans came over and said we want to do our own thing, we're going to be all different. The Brits said, fine, we're going to be more differenter than we were before. Yeah. And so what we think of as the British accent is not actually the authentic British accent. The authentic British accent is apparently, it sounds very much like a Brahmin accent to me.
Yeah.
It's like this northeast coastal thing.
I'm on stream and I'll tell them what you're doing.
I mean, the early modern English accent, when you look at OP, which is in Shakespeare, it's called original pronunciation. When you listen to what we now think OP sounds like, it's kind of a weird mix between kind of
even as bits we haven't even started.
Cowboy and weirdly,
thank you, Bones.
Piratey. It's very strange.
And thank you, Jage. No, absolutely, yeah. It's so but certain words ended up it was like weirsh or warsh instead of wash, right? Like some of that stuff actually creeped in there, and to me I had always thought that was a super Americanization, but it's not. Y'all motherfuckers started it.
We're very strange.
Yes, you are. Although I can 100%. I can.
I'm northern. My accent is not up.
Yeah.
I say grass, not grass. Okay, I'm not southern.
On the grass.
It's grass.
Thank you, because there's an Ed Sheeran song where he says that he has his feet on the cross or whatever, and I always hear cross, and I'm like, what are you doing on the cross? Are we allowed to sing about that?
All right. So, I apologize, and hello, and welcome to everybody.
Linguistics and dragons.
Yep.
Well, I mean, look, they are related subjects, all right? Anywhoozle. Last week, our intrepid adventurers ran into some troubles.
Some shizzle.
Yeah. They ran into the Kandorian wolf pack.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
I'm just going to write that down because the list of people I had starts with yikes.
Okay, yeah, they did.
Kandorian Wolfpack is much better.
That is what that is what their leader Thok said was their group's name was the Kandorian Wolfpack.
On behalf of wolves, I'm annoyed, but yes.
Yeah, well, what you gonna do? Wait 3 months and kick his ass then, you know? So
you're like, you are not well, you are not.
They learned just how expensive the price is for discretion and valor, and mostly it's a lot of pride. But they left with all of their bits and bobs and pieces, parts intact.
And lives are good. We left with our lives.
Yes. Hooray for lives. Poor Leech suffered a bit of a crisis of faith after having one of his healing spells canceled on him, and he had never encountered such a thing before. He didn't realize that could even happen. and so he is dealing with the fallout from that. And I just found out that my bag of carrots is all mushy.
Is Cupid waiting for something?
Mark's threatening to drop something.
All right.
Hi, Mark.
Why are you waiting for someone on the street?
I can't reach us.
Cupid.
Hi, Mark.
Cupid.
Mark, say hi.
Hi, dude.
Hi.
Hi.
Mr. Cubit.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh,
You just got a very flirty. Oh, hi, Mark.
No, it was from the
It's
Tommy
that
Wiseau,
awful
The
film.
Room. Yeah.
that awful.
You know, people keep telling me I need to watch that.
Don't do
Because
it.
of
Once
Mark?
you've seen it, you can't unsee it.
The Room.
Don't do it.
They were referencing a movie, apparently.
It's
A
like
lot,
the human
and then watch
centipede.
it.
Don't do that to your brain.
Anyway, back to
Dude,
focus.
fine.
Although I recognize that I've not been the greatest cat herder today. So we rejoin our party as they are leaving the site of their
Not quite success. Not quite
Horrible
failure.
defeat.
their
Crushing
Why?
humiliation.
their
I look at it as a
humbling.
revelation.
Yes, as they leave the site of their humbling, and continue on their way back towards camp. Plans have not yet been determined as to exactly where to go. In fact, we are picking up. I'm going to go with moments after you guys have left. So,
Question:
yes,
Have we had a long rest?
No.
Since last session.
No.
Okay.
no,
Right.
you have not
Which means
chosen.
we're still on day 3. Which means we're still on day 3, and George can't talk to me.
Yes.
Okay.
You already did earlier, technically. Technically.
Until after nightfall, he can't talk to me.
Okay. So, there we go. What would you guys like to do? And also, why am I suddenly hearing myself? That was very strange. Okay. What would you guys like to do? You are leaving where you were. Everyone is sad and dejected. You have not yet rested. Although you also aren't in the worst shape ever. Glory being really the only one who took a strong hit.
I
So,
was just making sure I knew how many lucky points I had left.
so your luck restarts every session.
And I thought it was every long rest.
We're gonna say every session, regardless. Okay.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I only used one, so it wasn't like I was down or anything.
yeah. What
Okay.
would you like to do? What would be first on your list?
I think it might be best if we made our way back to the village to report what's happened. I think Lord Ellswick may be interested to hear our tale.
Yeah, warning them sounds like the best plan.
Okay.
Glory is stomping back to the wagon, sits inside, and just says, "Someone else drive.
Says what? Sorry.
Someone else drive."
Someone else drive.
I got this.
I'm going to climb up.
Then I should.
I'm going to climb up into the wagon with Glory.
For once, I'm walking. I think this is the first time
nice.
on this trip.
Brick is
Wow.
carrying Leech in Leech's little saddle basket.
Basket.
I am covertly keeping an eye on Leech.
Brick, at multiple points, has sort of basically made it clear that he doesn't really fully comprehend what all just went down. He just doesn't get the gravity of it. In his eyes, you guys, went in, there was a fight, you lost, but now you're leaving, and we get to go home and pick flowers. And so he's, his mood seems to be getting brighter gradually, as you guys... Yes, I did.
Okay. It sounded like someone singing.
I think it was Wiley's TV.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That was Wiley's 16-year-old son walking into the shower.
Oh, I thought I was hearing like whale calls.
No. And I'm now muting.
I was like, someone's singing and it's not me. What's going on?
Sorry.
So, Brick, his mood is generally getting better. Every once in a while he spots a daffodil or a dandelion or some other random flower, and he lopes over, plucks it merrily, and shoves it in a bag. Leech, for his part, is just lying in the basket. I mean, he's there. You know, he pokes his head out every once in a while, and then he kind of hops back down. Every so often he'll wave just so that you know he's still there. And then he just goes back down. He doesn't really say very much of anything. So as you leave, it is getting, let me see, you guys went in, I want to say in the morning, right?
Sounds good.
So,
And then you...
morning, like afternoon, something like that.
Okay, so you messed
Yeah,
around...
late morning.
It was either morning or afternoon or evening. It's one of those.
No, everyone
definitely
today.
wasn't night. We've ruled night right out.
Today.
That could help.
They would arrive there like in the morning of the next day. So they probably entered late morning, early afternoon.
Right. That was my thinking.
So we got our asses kicked for brunch.
Yeah. So it is late afternoon, early evening right now. And as you are heading out, the sun is setting. The desert, or rather the scrubland, actually looks really pretty. The sort of ruddy clay ground, though dusty, is putting up some... it's just achieving a really serene kind of a shimmer. The sun, as it lowers, is not too hot, not too cold, and fairly spectacular, like red spectrum sky for like as the sun is going down. There are a few clouds; they're catching the light. It's actually really nice here, oddly enough. You can see off in the distance, however, a very large cloud of red dust being raised. And it looks like the large red dust cloud is moving not towards the village, but here, hang on. Let me actually... I'm going to move our focus to the overworld map. Haha.
Is it in the direction of the village, like between us and the village?
Well, here, so I'm moving you to the overworld map so that you can see this. So, where you guys are, right, which is there, okay? The thing that is moving northward. Now, it is in between you and the village, but it is moving towards the north.
Okay.
Can we catch it?
It's about...
Dust cloud!
It is either a fairly small thing that is not too far away, or a very big thing that is
That's
pretty
really
far away.
What about, excuse me, I can't get my cursor. There it is. As a ranger, what about maybe a nature check or survival?
Survival in this case.
Let's do that. I have a much better. So I'm I'm in the cart kind of with Gloria, and I haven't talked with Gloria yet because I don't want to. I know what it's like to be brooding and pissed and thoughtful, and I don't want to intrude on that just yet. But someone is going to kind of peek up out of the cart, take a good look around, see what I can see.
You actually know very well what that is. That is an army on the move. And from your guess and with that roll, They're moving pretty fast, actually. They're probably at a double march.
Okay. I'll look up to Bren. Brenly, it appears that there's an army moving, looks to be headed to the north, and they are moving quite rapidly. Perhaps at double speed. So their urgency is high. Their need is great to be either getting to or away from something.
We should go ask them.
Let's consult the others. And I turn around and look back. Glory, I see upon the horizon a sizable army moving across our path from south to north. Perhaps you should come have a look. And I'll look back forward again.
She kind of sits up, looks over. Where?
And I'll kind of indicate, the cloud of dust. That cloud of dust you see, the haze there, that's being kicked up by a large movement of bodies. And again, the pacing to me, given the distance, looks like they may be marching almost at double time.
Are they going towards the village?
It appears not. I'd say my best guess is they're between us and the village, going from south to north. So my hope is that they have not visited themselves upon the village.
Better not have.
Yeah, so Metsy's walking outside of the
Yes,
caravan.
I'm walking beside the cart.
So were you able to hear our conversation, Metsy?
Yeah, I'm keeping you in earshot.
It makes sense to make haste back to the village just the same. We can perhaps detect more about this army as we get into where they've crossed the road. Look for tracks and prints and things.
Well, do we care if we're getting the villagers out of here?
Well, much
Are we
is
getting them out of here?
decided. Much is to be decided. I know for my part, and I look back at Gloria, and I think for my friend here, we'd both like another crack at that wolf pack.
Glory's gonna nod, then lay back in the car, start eating on bacon, and be like, "We're not going anywhere."
I had a feeling you'd say that.
Aye, that, Glory. Kind of imitate her little brogue there. We'll remain until they come back to the village, and then we'll see what happens, won't we?
Okay.
And I'll climb up on the seat and sit next to Brinley. Perhaps you can kick this team of horses into high gear so that their tracks are fresh when we come upon them.
I like it. So we're chasing them.
Not so much as chasing their tracks. We'll stay on the road, I believe.
He wants to look at their footprints.
But I love your enthusiasm, and I'll kind of put my arm around her.
But also,
There's a road?
Okay.
Is this, are we actually on a road, or I guess we're just kind of retracing our trail that we took?
Probably,
So
just
you are on.
tracking direction.
You're on like a proto road. Like it's a dirt trail that, were it to be traveled more often, could eventually be a road, but is not yet.
It's a wagon trail.
Yeah, it's bumpy as
A
hell.
path.
Yes.
A proto road.
No.
Proto road.
Yes. Yeah, a proto road. What was wrong with that?
You're a splendid turn of phrase that I appreciate it immensely.
It's going in the
I
notes.
feel like I'm missing out on a joke, but
I feel like I'm being
their
subtly made fun of.
appreciation
I'm getting a little ruffled here.
I'm not making fun. I think it's the laughter.
Puffing up my
His
chest.
ears getting ruffled.
Um,
Be nice.
Okay, so you are heading down the path. And
The path?
yes,
Neat.
yes, with a little path. This is what today has been. And things are very bumpy, but you are able to get the cart moving pretty fast. If you want to really let loose on it, that would require... let me see actually real fast. My knowledge of The character sheets is suddenly failing me. And
I got everyone's in the car but me and the NPCs. It'll be you taking it off, but us just starting to run.
Oh, I think you'll be surprised at the
Just grab onto the back and like. Oh.
exactly how many horses one brick power counts as.
Yeah, but me. Okay, so I'm behind you on the back of brick.
Perfect.
You're a cat.
Say anything ever.
So it would be an animal.
Cats are not as fast as horses. We are aware of this, correct?
It would be an animal handling check.
Okay.
That was good.
I have no animal handling. Let's go.
So if you guys want to try to catch up,
I very excitedly try.
Oh.
So hang on.
Is it wrong to feel bad for the horses?
No, you should.
The horses.
Emily, perhaps I could help you with that.
Yeah, I probably excitedly start like just kicking the cart, which does not inspire the horses to move
I
faster.
have a bit of skill.
I've got better animal handling than you, and I'm a predator. Holy shit.
Are you pushing a gas pedal that isn't there?
Yeah, right. I'm like trying to hit buttons.
Why do I feel like we've got like, you know, the ancient cart horses and she like goes, hiya! And one of them just looks back and they're like,
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
just keeps chewing on like a bit of dead stick it found. Just like,
Okay. So I found.
But I do willingly relinquish control to Wily.
Okay.
oh god, what's that? What are you doing?
That-
What's that?
So that is the dust.
Oh, okay.
That is the thing that is kicking up the dust. By the way, I'm going to. Am I able to delete?
Zoom in and see what it is.
I am deleting the Goblin's Shadow Clan note.
Ah, but leave me.
Meanies, because that was
Because that's
Yes.
still accurate.
Yeah, Meanies
accurate.
is still very much here. Because, in fact, I will move Meanies under there. Okay.
Perfect.
So
Labeled.
this here represents the cloud of dust. Now, as you guys may or may not recall, so the amount of space away that you are is about a day, but that was at a more casual pace.
Sure.
So if you guys really push, you could get there in 8 hours, depending on exactly how close you want to get, and also depending on exactly how fast they're going, which you can't judge until you start moving.
Would 8 hours take us into tomorrow morning? If it's late afternoon.
Chronologically, no. No.
Probably takes us to like midnight,
Yeah, it'd put you,
late.
it would like it
evening.
would, yeah, it would put you close, but not quite there.
Okay.
The sun sets around 7, so 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, okay, yeah, it would put you, into the next day. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because you'd be hitting them around about 3 a.m.
They're tracking when George will talk again.
I think we need to be careful since we are on such a rough road. However, we don't wish to dash our cart upon the rocks.
Yeah, that is fair.
Not breaking the transport would be priority.
So what we'll do is we'll require 1 animal handling check per hex to try to catch up. Okay.
Okay.
And the thing is this: if the person who is making the animal handling check, so one of you guys will be the primary. I'm ignoring Cubit's first attempt because it was before I gave you guys instructions. So.
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
Nicely DM'd right there.
Get along, little doggy. Isn't that what you like?
Yeah.
Come
Oh,
on.
let's go.
Yeah. Shazam. So.
Alakabloop.
So.
Go, web, go.
I forgot about
How do you
Go Web
say
Go.
go in horse?
So, you guys pick a primary. If the
Got
primary
it.
fails,
Wiley.
I will allow anyone else to first make a dex save to take the reins, and then make their own roll to try to right the course. Okay?
And this is an animal handling check, right?
Yeah, it's an animal handling check.
Okay. trying to think here.
It's something completely different.
Yeah. Let's see.
What would you do otherwise, Moogs? Would you like? I suppose you could try intimidation.
Ooh,
Ooh,
I want to intimidate the horses into going fast.
not a good idea.
We probably couldn't control where they go, but they'll go fast.
All right. So, who is the primary driver?
Yeah, but they might
Wiley.
go in different directions. Wiley.
All right.
Wiley.
I'll give it a try.
Good.
Seems pretty unanimous.
Moves.
No pressure. So, animal handling.
Yep.
And don't fail.
Please.
Right.
Or if you do, not by much, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that going to be okay?
Well,
Yeah,
shit.
A nat 20.
So, on a crit,
Kidding.
on a crit, you get to move 2. So move yourselves 2 hexes.
Wow. Look at us go. 1,
Booking it.
2. Oh, wait. 2 hexes.
Cool. Now they go and they move 1. And so we need another animal handling check.
Okay, let me zoom the map a bit here. I want to figure a proper trajectory to keep us on track. Okay, I can go up a little bit. Another animal handling?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. A 10 will... not quite. Not quite. So if anyone wanted to try to...
Who has the
like,
highest
so-
dex?
as you guys are riding along, you hit a really bumpy patch and the horses slow down because they don't really want to drag the cart while it's just going woo all over the place. That's a big problem for them.
Did you all say that we're gonna go fast and catch up, or are you just gonna start doing?
I
That's what
sure
we're trying
want
to
to go
do.
fast and catch up.
it?
I'd like to get... I don't want to touch the army and be with the army, but I'd like to get to where they're crossing not long after they cross. So I'm doing like an intercept behind them. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Given our last encounter, I don't know that, since 5 was too much, I'm thinking an army could also be in that category of too much.
He's looking for information we can glean from tracking them,
Exactly.
rather than actually trying to get to them.
Yeah, that's
Is
my
anyone
goal
going to try and
too.
grab the reins, or are we just, holding on? Anyone? Or
Should I make a check to make sure I fall?
Okay.
Because I was laying down in it.
Yep. Okay.
So I apologize. You said you're laying down. Oh, in the cart. So the check
I was
is-
laying down in the cart. I'm not sure I was warned or paying attention when they just started going. So I'm like, oh god, oh shit.
You are fine. You're just
Bradley has tried to grab the reins.
okay.
I guess I tried with my mouth.
Yes, you failed, and
Not
that's
working.
fine. So Wiley still has the reins. So now we roll for them to see if they move. So what I'll be doing is essentially flipping a coin, rolling a 1d2. On a 2, they go forward. On a 1, they don't because of army complications, whatever. They slow down.
They needed to eat.
So on this
An
one,
army marches on its stomach.
true. Although yes. Anyway, that's not. Yes. So this time they do move. Go ahead and give us another roll.
Is that me?
Yep.
Please.
My cursor keeps vanishing. There it is. Oh, it is.
There you go. Go ahead and move yourselves another 2. I've actually decided you guys are just faster than them.
We've got a lot less people to move.
Right.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want to sit here all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
If you want to be logical about it.
Okay, so they do move this time, though. Go ahead, roll again. Let's see if you guys can get close.
Jesus.
Dang.
All right,
Man.
move yourselves another 2.
If I could talk to the animals. Sorry.
So we should be crossing their path at this point,
Yep.
or into their path.
Yeah, so you are now sort of in their wake.
Yeah.
The ground is definitely trampled here. You can see that there are ruts from all kinds of different not tires, but wheels rather. They do not have rubberized tires.
Yet.
But there are all sorts of wheels and animals and beings, like bipedal beings of whatever shape and size.
Sure.
And I'd actually like perception checks from everyone. Brick, by the way, was able to keep up initially,
Yes!
and then he started getting outpaced a bit. And so no. Everything is fine, because he does have like a handle on the back of the cart and a little foothold. So he is currently just holding on to the back of the cart.
Oh my god, he's just Marty McFly. Oh my goodness.
A little bit, but he provides a really nice counterbalance for the horses, and so it actually sort of vaguely helps with their traction.
Just imagine like him just stepping up at the horses and they're going, oh my god.
Well, that was when you rolled that was the
the
turn you guys rolled the 10.
Oh.
But now you're back up to
I
speed.
see all the things.
Yeah.
Okay, so moves you don't see very much. It's really dusty here.
Man, I'm laying down. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. Cubit, you can tell that this is definitely not just a goblin army. This is absolutely like a for real army full of all kinds of stuff. You see footprints of all manner of humanoid, including some things that are larger than people. But it does seem like it's mostly people-sized things, people-sized vehicles, people-sized footprints, etc. Wiley, you see that they are shedding all manner of like discarded supplies in their wake.
Littering.
Oh, they're absolutely littering. Empty food containers and just general like bio waste and all sorts of just detritus all over this pathway. Primarily along the borders, but not always. You also notice that there are banners hanging over the soldiers in the distance, although you can't quite make them out yet. Whereas Shakespeare, Metzi, you 100% can make out those banners, and they are Kandorian Army regular. So they are...
The other empire.
Yeah, the other empire regular soldiers.
Maybe we should pick off a couple from the deck.
Let's not draw attention.
Oh, and actually, since you crit, you know that there are exactly 250 of them, plus camp followers.
Yeah, we could take that.
So a grand total of probably around about 350 people.
As much as I would like to inflict some harm upon these, I think it's best to hasten to the village and report our findings to Lord Elswick.
Yeah, I think getting our ass kicked by Kandor twice in one day would be a bit of a downer. Let's go.
Well, that was yesterday, so it is a different day.
No, it's still today.
It's interesting that they're making haste to the north. It makes me wonder what is afoot.
Well, they want the valley, don't they?
Well, so a foot
Part
is
of
the
valley.
thing that your leg attaches to that allows you to...
God damn it.
Like right below the leg wrist.
Yeah.
Leg wrist.
Yeah.
Sorry. I apologize. I'm really sorry.
But yeah.
English teachers got jokes.
As it left my mouth, I thought, there's a chance.
Oh, yeah. If there's
Not
a dad
today.
joke there, I'm picking it up every time.
Yeah. Well played.
So, one thing I do want to let you guys know. So, as you are following behind, you hear some horns go up within the line of the soldiers marching. And a small group of, at your best guess, probably 6, 7 riders on horseback peels away from the main group, headed towards you.
Cool.
Okay, just nobody hit them and nobody say anything stupid. Okay?
My best suggestion would be to continue on to the village.
Yeah.
And just wait to see what happens when they arrive.
Yeah, good idea.
Yeah.
Yes, Bren.
Do we really want these people coming to the village? And also, no, Brent.
Well, we are in no means going to be able to lead them to the village anytime soon, given the distance we still have to cover.
Yeah, or
But I think we should make no mention of the village at this point.
I agree. Finally. Common sense. Thank you.
So where are we going and where are we coming from?
Perhaps back to the tunnel.
Tunnel?
Yeah.
I don't know. What else is in this? Is there anything else in this bowl? Maybe we were just
Smell some
exploring.
dandelions.
Perhaps we were just exploring.
I mean, we've pretty much got a contract with the assholes that they're not going to bother us for 3 months, so these assholes shouldn't really bother us.
If the aforementioned assholes are aware of one another, of course.
Just because they work for
They
the same
seemed like the kind of
empire.
people who have a name for themselves. I mean, arrogance on them.
Okay.
Well, let us go ahead and continue onward on our path, and we'll see what the riders have to say. Be on your guards, of course.
Always.
Okay. So, now you have a new development.
It appears we do.
So this other token is the riders who are headed towards you. I tried to find something on horseback. I didn't find it. I'm not going to sit there and wait a long time to find it.
Big heavy thing.
Yes.
We're just imagining horses. It's fine.
So,
Imagination.
the main army goes forward, and it's your turn to see where you go.
We're just going to continue regular riding speed.
Okay. Now,
So I don't know if we need animal handling still, or how would you like to handle it?
So at regular riding speed, they will catch you. Is that okay?
What do you all think? I assume they'll catch us either way, as they are not pulling a cart.
I'd rather they catch us now than when we're closer to the village.
Okay. Move yourselves 1 hex in whatever direction you like. Okay. And they do catch you. So, as they're riding, one of them waves a banner behind you and motions for you to pull to the side of the road.
Okay.
I wave back.
I'll work the cart over and pull to the side, and I think I'll stand and greet them as I'm assuming they're going to ride up around the cart.
So they stop, like, do you guys stop? Sorry?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Pull to the
as
side.
you guys stop, they stop, they come up short behind you, and you hear them, whoa, and then they hop off of their, they would not, because they want to be at the right height to talk to you. So they maneuver their horses close to each other so that they can have some kind of a conversation. And what you see are, it's 5, not 6, but there are 5 soldiers wearing heavy armor, 1 with a lance, and the other 4 with sword and shield. They're using a form of riding shield that is strapped fairly securely to their arm, so that their hand is still free. And they are conversing with each other. Every once in a while, one of them will point towards you guys, and then they'll all sort of nod, and then they'll go back to their conversation.
I'll look to Glory. Do you understand what they're saying?
Oh. I want that lance, though.
It is a nice lance, isn't it?
That is a nice stabby stick.
It's a nice
We have a
stick.
blacksmith. Let's just focus right now
But
on not dying.
That's a nice stick.
It's a nice stick. You can buy a stick when we get back to the village, so don't hit
But
anything.
I want
Okay.
that one.
I just walk slightly further away from the cart, like.
Laura's just having this conversation, kind of sitting upright in the cart.
So,
Like,
Metzi, you say you walk further away from the cart, so you're not in the cart?
I haven't been in the cart this whole time. I've been running.
Because
oh my
I
good
took his
golly.
spot.
At some point you would have had to have held on. I apologize for not
Oh
mentioning that before.
yeah. At some point, I probably just jumped on the side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so when you start to walk away from the cart, one of them will shout at you, "Whoa! Halt! Hang on! Don't move.
3 steps.
Do not
Calm
move.
down.
Do not move."
Running like over exaggerated.
Maybe talk to us instead of about us, and I'll think about listening to what you're saying.
I'll thaumaturgy be like, don't tell us what to do.
Oh no.
Yes, gentlemen, may we help you? If I could inquire why you've asked us to stop on the side of the road.
I really love this because the thaumaturgy thing. So, describe the thaumaturgy effect you are using.
Click
I
it.
was trying to pretend that didn't happen, DM. I don't know why you're going back to that.
So I use thaumaturgy to make my voice really, really, really loud. Be like, hey, you don't tell us what to do. And it just echoes.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. And then Finn says, you know, how's it going? Yes, how may we help you? So
I'm like the bad drunk in the backseat. Like, what?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So-
You're into me. Be careful.
the soldiers at the loud voice, they all kind of look around because they can't see you because you're still in the cart, right?
You're like lying down as well.
Yeah. So you're just like shouting at the air.
That's awesome.
So the one with the lance will sort of wheel around in a tight circle and then point at Finn and say, "Yes, you match the description of some fellows we heard were causing some trouble in the area. We've had reports of a few stolen sheep, as well as some property damage and destruction done to a local keep. Would you happen to know anything about that?"
Um,
Glad you asked, sir. Very nicely. You are certainly welcome to, look us over when you'll not find any wool or any sheep or any mutton or, in fact, any bones. And you can probably easily see we don't have the means to cause any damage to any sort of keep or castle. But you're, by all means, you're certainly willing, or you're more than welcome to.
I see.
Take a look.
And let me ask, do you carry any Selen coin?
Any Selen coin? And what business would it be of yours as to the nature of any coin I might carry?
Well, it gives us an idea of exactly whose side you might possibly be on. We've heard reports of rebels and other upstarts in the area.
that's funny. So have we.
So, Selen coin. Carry any?
I don't know what that is.
You might be pleased to know I believe we've met some friends of yours. A
Mandalorian Wolfpack.
Low-key, Thok. Any of those names ring a bell?
Oh yes,
Vengeance was the hot one.
those are special agents of the Empire.
Indeed they are, yes. We made their acquaintance, I believe that was this morning, wasn't it, group? Yes, it was. Yes.
Yeah.
We had quite an interesting meeting with them at the keep. Of course, after it had been mostly destroyed.
Sure. You still haven't answered my question. Carry you any Selen coin?
Well, I fail to see the relevance of what's in my pockets is.
I didn't feel a need to explain to you the relevance beyond what I've already said. Answer the question, sir.
I don't have any in my person, as a matter of fact. Which is true. I don't have any pockets. I don't have any coin.
You have no coin purse? You have nothing?
Quite literally have no coin on me, sir.
Okay. They will still insight that. Hang on one sec. I need you to make... So, here's the weird thing. You're making a deception roll not because you're strictly speaking lying, but you are deceiving, right?
Sure.
So, go ahead and...
I own ample amounts of Selen coin. I just don't happen to have any on my person.
Yes, exactly. And Rain...
I was counting on finding an ATM at the fucking keep they burned down.
Rain, just to let you know, that the Celadoran Empire is where our PCs are from. So they are almost certainly all carrying Sullen coin.
Quite a lot of it, actually.
Yeah.
Cha-ching.
So go ahead, give me a deception roll versus their insight. Okay.
As I accidentally kick the bag of coins at my feet.
Nope. Everything seems to check out. Everything they're fine. You're fine. Everything, nothing to see here.
God. We got the
fine here. How are you?
Yeah.
Nothing to see here.
So
nothing up this sleeve.
These aren't the droids you're looking for. He may go about his business.
Sorry, my soda has decided to explode.
No.
Yes.
Oh.
So
Exploda soda.
Exploder.
Yes, not Yoda soda this time. Merely Exploda soda.
I'd like a traveling banker.
So the soldiers will. Okay, so they.
Damn, Glory, you're richer than I am.
So the
God damn.
Soldier with the lance turns to the others and
I have more than that.
Okay. Please submit to a search of your cart and possessions, and then you will be free to leave the area.
Under what pretense would you like to conduct this search?
The pretense that we told you so.
Well, that's all lovely, and I certainly don't wish to be of any difficulty for you, sir. But
you're doing an awfully good job of doing it.
Under whose authority, might I inquire?
Under whose authority?
Because, as I mentioned, we have a rather nice relationship and understanding between Thok and ourselves.
Under the authority of Grand Praetor Teklish Celador.
That's a lot of words in your mouth there.
And that's the bad guys, right? The guys we don't like.
Seventh of his line, long may he reign.
Long may he reign.
That's whose authority.
But I don't believe these are his lands, or these lands are beholden to him, or...
Oh, these lands absolutely are.
Remember, they all
that's like exactly what we were just... Yes.
I realize that, but those are words. I feel like I need there to be some jurisdictional evidence.
Well, the jurisdictional evidence you're about to get is my lance in your head. How's that?
Ooh, can I have it in my hand instead? That's a really nice lance.
You know, my goodness.
I'll stand up here. No, like my lance.
With some 250 of your henchmen just to the north, I realize this presents us a pure numbers problem. But it would be interesting for me if it were just you and I. If there weren't 249 others of you, I wouldn't be quite so concerned.
Oh, they're all moving away from us. They sent us because they were pretty sure that we could handle you. I've seen nothing here to change my feeling in that regard.
Betsy is laughing.
And the other guys do not necessarily seem to share Lance Guy's confidence. They are looking... The more you resist, the less confident they seem.
Yeah, I'm assuming they're probably used to people just, oh, Mr. Lance Guy,
Yeah, exactly.
And frankly, I've had about enough of this shit for one trip out.
It's that worrying kind of laugh, like, this is broken. This is broken.
Yeah.
I'm broken.
What he said.
How far away are they?
They are within about 60, 70 feet. Here, hang on. We are going to go to the... Let's see. Is there a really good map to use for this? I'm just checking through the ones, because I didn't build one for this encounter, because it's not a major deal.
Because you probably thought we'd be better at this and not have it come to combat? Is that what you really mean to say?
No, I 100% expected this to go to combat. I know you quite well. I also know that you just got your asses handed to you, and that you just leveled, and so you're really probably spoiling for some payback.
I'm not in a bad mood at all. I'm perfectly happy.
Oh yeah, no,
to remain
totally.
non-violent.
If we win, I have dibs on your lamp.
This is like backwater underwater policeman, and you're just looking at him like, please stop. You're making it
How do
worse
I-
for yourself.
Are these carts a permanent part of it? I thought I added these carts, but I must not
This
have.
was our Bloomba map.
Yeah.
Boomba!
Okay, so, well, alright.
What part?
Yeah,
So,
we can't see any carts.
well, that's even better then. So I'm going to add these guys to the map first, and they look like heavy knights. They are not actually quite this strong. Not at all. Actually, you know what? Hang on. This is Lance Guy.
Yeah. What is that? What the fuck is that?
It's from Thomas Time, it says. I like it because it looks like Adventure Time.
Oh my god, I love him.
And then let me add you guys. So, Brick
And Brad the Human.
and Leech. Oh my god. And Finn and Glory and
That was beautiful.
Metzi and Brenly. Man, there's a lot of you.
Better than song
Alrighty.
now.
Let me just get you guys. So, situate yourselves as you please. But
So we're basically kind of yelling back and forth at this point, or is he right up on us?
yeah. So he is about here, and your cart. Hang on. I guess we'll just. We will draw a shape. We will do it that way. So draw a shape. That is
I am a shape. No.
green.
Which is
Cart
a reference
shaped.
no-
We're
Which
good.
is a reference no one but the English will get. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't think we have many of those
so-
viewers right now.
There might be.
Okay. So that should have done it. So do you guys see a green square
Yes.
Yeah.
or rectangle rather? So that's
Inside of it.
yes. So the rectangle represents the cart. So
Right near the front.
so Brick and Leech are towards the back of it. Presumably Brenly is towards the front of it. Metzi, yeah, slightly off to the side. Totally makes
Yeah,
sense.
I wandered off. couple,
Okay,
just like-
so yeah, this is about right, actually. So just instead of it being like verdant forest, it's, red, dusty scrubland. All right.
Very well.
So, let me go ahead and clear the initiative counter. Remove all turns. Clear. Brick.
I look back to my companions. What do you say we take these? I'm not really interested in submitting to any search, and I've had quite my fill of the Caledorians.
I want that pointy stick.
Candorians.
I will fight you for that lance, and I'll stand up.
No, I want to gift it to you.
God damn it.
Well, I wasn't gonna, so you're gonna fight me for it.
I will stand up and use thaumaturgy again.
Isn't your birthday soon?
She doesn't know when her birthday is.
Do I know? I know this is Glory doing this, right?
Doing what?
Yeah.
The voice? Oh my god. Yes.
Thaumaturgy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's
So
no
if,
doubt.
if it starts to happen again, I'm going to try to lip sync it.
I'm like, I'll give you something to search.
Okay, give me a.
That could have been.
Okay, but definitely
Okay.
make sure
Okay,
that
here's what I want. I want a performance check first
From me or?
from Finn.
Wiley.
Oh, okay.
Also, I'm not forgetting that Metzi has a pocket dimension in his butt,
No. This is the thing. This is not becoming a thing.
and so that needs
Okay.
to be searched.
Give
No.
me then an intimidation check
Leave my butt alone.
with advantage.
Who, me?
Yeah. So you adequately. Nah. Okay.
I'm scarier than you are.
So you did a pretty good job of lip syncing. Which? Oh no. Did you roll? I said with advantage.
No,
So-
with advantage.
Yes.
Let me hit another one.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah. So well. Okay.
Ah.
It's better.
So you
The
did.
good rolls are gone.
So you did a pretty good job of lip syncing the thaumaturgical shouting. but they just don't care. They've heard thaumaturgy before. They've got scary wizards with their people. Yeah, they're not really all that bothered by it, and plus they've got helmets, so they don't care that much. Like, oh, someone I can hear. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I want everyone to roll initiative because it sounds like things are about to get messy.
You don't know that.
Oops. Damn it.
God damn it.
I forgot to tap my token.
I did tap my token. Why didn't it go?
I did tap my token, but it went away. God damn it.
Yeah, what the heck?
I have Finn and Glory.
There we go.
Yeah, but I did tap my token first.
I got the same initiative roll, too. That's pretty funny. Good.
Okay, hang on. I'll add you all. Hang on.
Attach the token! Attach the token!
Oh, I was using the ruler, that's why.
And then...
I'll do it.
Oh, so was I!
Let's see.
But I did tap it.
Oh, did they change Roll20? It's showing the number of squares now in the distance.
Yeah, they updated Roll20. So, like, the measuring tool now looks different and does slightly different things. They actually... It's a good update overall.
Ooh, I like this.
Yeah, Cubit, you are listed as Cubit, as opposed to Brenly, for which I do apologize, but... Because I was looking at Roll20 instead of your character sheet. So Metzi, you are at a 10. Finn, Glory, okay. So, Cubit, you get to go first if you would like to make a move on these guys. So
I do.
The last line that was spoken was Glory, speaking through Finn's attempted puppet act. And then the guy with the lance looks at all of you and says, right, that's it. Submit to a search, or we will make you submit to a search.
I believe you're going to have to come make me submit to your search, my good man. And I will draw my bow and knock an arrow and have another one ready for my new second attack!
Whereas I'm just stood there like, I would like to see you try.
Okay, Cubit, start us off.
Yes.
Welcome back.
I'm so ready.
We missed you, Smashy Smash.
So
And I just want to say, like, to his face, when we kick your ass, I'm taking your lance. And then I'm gonna swing.
You can't see his expressions all that well, but he definitely, he does kind of do one of those,
Yeah. I'm definitely swinging at him.
All right, well, give me an attack roll.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
Okay,
Nice.
the 19 will hit. So roll your damage. Woo! Okay.
what the fuck is that sword?
So he will...
I
Yeah.
rolled full damage. That's full damage for me.
God.
For what it's worth.
That is what you call
Okay,
punctuating
so
a
he is
statement.
Okay.
That's a full fucking stop.
So you definitely hurt him.
Take your lance. Boom.
You definitely hurt him.
Okay. And now that we're level 5, I actually get a second attack, as well as if I use only attack actions, if I use attack actions, then I get a bonus attack. So I can hit 3 times.
Fighters.
Excellent. Okay.
Level 5.
They
Well,
fight real good.
roll what you want to roll.
Okay, but I guess I also want to specify. I want to specify that I kind of don't want to be doing lethal damage. Can we
Subdue.
So you would like to knock him out.
Yes.
Okay.
Is that something I'm able to try to control?
With the longsword?
Yeah, so that's the thing. You're attacking with a weapon that just is designed to kill, right? Like, that's what it does.
Okay.
So
Well, then, maybe, is there a way that I can try to, like, disarm him instead?
So you could try that with a grapple check, but he is on a horse right now, so he's going to get advantage on you.
True. Okay, you can just die then. That's fine. You know, it was a nice thought, but...
Jesus.
Well, I mean, you can always kill.
Wow.
You just fucking.
Okay.
Just die then.
So
you can always kill the horse and he'll be taken down.
No, I want the horse.
yeah, if you don't kill the horse, then you have an extra horse.
Exactly.
No, they've all got horses.
By the way, does someone have like a TV or a stereo on in the background? Or
Yeah,
something?
I'm hearing like wind and sound.
It's my son.
Is that okay? So is that the showering child? That is
Is
totally
he like
fine. Then.
practicing an instrument?
It sounds
No,
like
he's taking a shower and
Will.
listening to music. I do the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I take a shower and belt out show tunes, but you know.
Fair.
Hey, that's me.
And I often listen to podcasts. Regardless, because this is not what do we do in the shower.
We don't want to go there.
Although that would be a great like special edition one of these days. Like, what do you do in the shower? Well, you see, I like to start. Well, anyway.
What do our characters do in the shower? There, we can make it relevant.
Well, yours doesn't he just?
No, he doesn't lick himself all over. He's a person.
But you did
So
specify.
it's just a lot
You
of
did
conditioner.
specify that his
It's just-
like prestidigitation motion is like a fake lick, and then everything's
It's
clean.
like 2 hours of conditioning and then 5 hours of combing.
Honestly, he just uses prestidigitation.
Well, fine. So
He has actually had a shower with snow though, because he comes from the mountains. So he has actually done the snow rub,
nice.
which is really uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay, so Brenly, roll your damage. Okay. So yeah, so that is 16. So what I want to point out, by the way, is that remember, guys, last time where you were like, "How does someone punch for 18?" Fighters are how. Okay.
Yeah, this is how. She's fucking Kill Bill.
So.
We're gonna search
Thank
it.
you.
So that is your second attack.
Thank you.
What are
Yes.
you doing now?
I'm attacking you again.
Roll it.
Are we shot? Is anyone? No?
Well, you sure as shit hit him. Roll your damage.
He's not having a good day, is he? this
No,
week?
he is not.
I'm just like, give me your lance.
Okay, and with that, he falls off his horse.
Yeah,
And
the horse is just.
Is the horse okay?
Just like,
oh, the horse is fine. She didn't touch the horse at all.
No.
But he
to
falls.
be fair, as much of a dick this guy is, the horse is probably used to it. Just like, oh, someone's punched me
Yeah.
again.
So he falls off the horse. Is still holding the lance though. So that is Cubit's turn.
Which is amazing considering how short Brenda is.
Yeah.
It's stabbing. I can stab up.
Yeah. It was
She
all.
stabbed him in the crotch.
I was gonna say it was all knee and thigh damage. That's why he had to get off the horse to get away. Um,
I've sliced all the tendons in his legs.
Finn,
Oh.
who are you shooting, buddy?
Maybe
You
he's
are
not shooting.
muted because of your son's showering.
It's so complicated. I'm gonna fire right back here.
Okay. Roll me some some attacking. Sorry, I got ahead of things. All right, now roll damage. Okay, so this guy has an arrow sticking out of him. And as you hit him with the arrow, like he cries out, "Ah! I've been hit! I've been hit by selling dogs!" Ah! And one of his
Offended. Rude.
I stand by what I said when I was hurt.
Oh, that one's double dead.
I meant every word. Spurt, spurt, spurt.
Thunk.
All right, so
Fuck you.
Is he still up?
Specifically.
yeah, no, he's definitely still up. He's still
All right.
in the saddle even.
All right, I'm gonna take my second longbow shot at him.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. Have you guys rolled less than 18 yet? No, you haven't. Okay. Roll your damage.
5 more.
All right. So that one didn't hit in quite as critical a position, but he definitely, like, he's got one arrow sticking out of his shoulder and one that looks like it maybe went through part of his shield into his forearm. He's definitely not happy. And that is...
Not either. He didn't give me the lamp.
Are you taking any movement, or are you sticking where you are?
I think I'd like to stay on this higher ground for the moment.
Yep, probably a good idea. All right. Lance guys go. So he will use half of his movement to stand up. And then he will... he's concerned about the amount of time that it would take for him to draw another weapon, because he doesn't realize that I, as a benevolent GM, have given all of you guys the quick draw feat for free. Concerned about how long it would take for him to draw his sword, which he will still do, but he can't hit you with it at the same time, so he's going to try to whack you with the broadside of the lance.
Okay.
Ow.
So...
That's rude. That's what I want.
20...
Technically, a lance is all broadside.
Well, yeah, except for the pointy bit.
End. Well, yeah, but that's an end. That's not a side.
So does a 17 hit you?
It does not.
17 does not hit you.
Brent has the highest AC of us.
And so he will take his second, and he will fail again. So he goes whiff, and then he tries a wild sweeping backhand, and he still whiffs. But he does.
And I want to repost.
Do you have that as an option?
Yeah.
I do.
Then do it.
Reaction.
I clicked it. It's in the little chat. So I get to expend a superiority die to make a melee attack against a creature that misses me with a melee attack.
Okay, so do it.
Okay.
Making this guy really wish he hadn't volunteered for this duty.
Yeah, this is what you get when you...
I also get to add a superiority die to my damage roll.
Okay.
Which is...
Do that also.
1d8.
Bren is a baddie.
Is this guy okay?
A good baddie.
Go, Bren.
Okay,
Go, Bren.
so remember
Welcome back.
we've been using
Welcome
the whole, like, bloodied thing, right? So he was bloodied a while ago. So he's not dead, but he's not good. He's bleeding profusely from several places.
Are you ready to give me that lance yet?
You've knocked his helmet off. He's got like just a seeping gash above his eyes. He's having a hard time seeing through the blood.
If we let you live, that'd make a really nice scar.
Well, when it's your turn, you can actually talk to him.
Good.
But talking shit happens on our turns. So it's now the soldiers go. They will... Let me see. This guy is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Is he doubling?
No, he's on a horse.
Oh.
Horses have longer legs than people.
Thank you, Barnyard Facts, Metzi.
Wow, really?
I would like to unsubscribe from Horse Facts now.
Subscribe to horse ebooks instead.
The scary horse fact is that horses run on their fingernails.
They
His
do.
hooves are an analogous to fingernails, so they're just like...
1,
Yeah, because they're like
2,
scared, right?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Don't get trampled.
7. It would have to have been in line initially, but it's definitely... this guy will hop off. If he does that, can he still get there? No. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
I had a really cool thing if they stayed grouped, god damn it.
And then he will...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Need a higher initiative.
And then, right? And then he will take his... the half move from the horse to then hop off so that he can be there. And it occurs to me I need horse tokens, which I did not realize I needed.
Surprise!
Yes.
See if you can find My Little Pony.
I don't know that I can. I don't shit. I'm not even seeing like a regular horse. These guys might all be riding Pegasi. Oh no, here we are. Okay. All right, so it's
Okay, it's a bird's eye. There you go.
It's a horse.
Oh.
It's a horse that needs to go on a diet.
it was just scrunched up.
Oh, there we go.
It was just scrunched up.
War horses are huge.
I want one.
I didn't learn
All
that. spell till-
horses.
I learned to ride on a draft. They're all fucking huge.
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
Hi.
Uh,
I should not be riding this, but hi.
and then that one was there. Okay. Yes, every soldier has a horse. And actually, his was. We'll say it was. No, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so the horses are now placed. We're horses. Thank you,
I
Ray.
want one.
And so,
Horses.
I apologize. I have lost track of things. Oh yeah, so this guy was going to try to attack Brenly. Well, I mean that's what he's got. 16 does not hit, and 17 does not hit, so he misses. This guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4 do the same thing and hop off here. He now gets advantage. So a 17 does not hit, a 14 does not hit, a 20 hits. Yeah, so he gets 1 hit. Slash roll 1, 2, 3 plus 4. Brenly takes 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Weep. So that fighter's go. He's feeling pretty good about it. This guy is not actually at, so I guess I'll put the horse, I don't know, behind. It's a little difficult to kind of represent it this way. So this guy is going to take a swipe at Metzi from horseback, which will... Would that apply advantage or disadvantage?
Probably advantage for him
Yeah.
because I'm tall. I'm quite tall.
So,
even compared to a horse.
I'm in combat.
He doesn't have to.
yeah, I
mix
hadn't.
up his
I should have looked up the rules first, and I didn't. However, he still fucking missed. Oh wait, no,
Just
that was
like-
only 1 attack. Hang on. So second attack.
Ooh.
Okay, so yeah, so I assume a 19 hits you.
Yeah.
Okay, so he does get 1 hit that went well, and he will hit you for 9 points. Whack.
Oh yeah.
And that is that soldier's go. And then this soldier over here doesn't have much that he can do, except for he does happen to have a flask of alchemist fire, which he will attempt to throw at the cart.
Somebody
Crude as fuck.
baseball that shit.
And so let us see.
Oh, I hate that guy. I'm
Ooh.
sick now.
Okay, so he hit it with a 17.
Which guy is this again? Is this the one who called me a dog?
Yes, and also the one who's been shot twice.
Fuck that guy.
So hang on 1 sec, and now I need fire. So fire. Let's see what we get when we type up fire. We get all sorts of nonsense. Here we go. Here we go. We do not need a 10-foot radius because it's not actually that big. Is there? Here we go. 5-foot diameter fireball spell. So there's fire in the cart.
No fireballs. No fireballs.
There. Okay. That is
Not again.
that is where the fire is. It did not hit any person. It is just there. Presumably, it will get bigger if it is not dealt with. So that is the soldier's go, and it is now Leech's turn, who is despondent and hops off the back of the cart, and no one actually knows where he is because he's stealthing. Metzi, it's your turn.
Okay. I am going to. I am. Hold on. do this? Okay. No, I'm not going to do that. Okay, I'm going to hit this guy. No, wait, gotta re-click on the stupid... That guy.
Which... Okay, yes.
Yeah, the guy who took a swing at me.
Yep.
The other guy's too far away. I am going to cast Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
On that guy, which is my bonus action.
Yep.
Should have thrown that punch. Okay.
This is our first fight as 5th level characters, so it's pretty neato.
And then I'm going to, because I took the Thirsting Blade invocation, I can hit him twice.
Yes, you can.
So I'm going to hit him with my Macaweasel.
Okay. So give me...
It's not, hold on. Just give me a sec. It's not like putting things in the chat when I tell it to you. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Because I've hit that like 3 times. Okay, hold on. Let me just get my sheet up again. See if that's... Technical difficulties. Sorry, children.
Let me see if I can take a look at your sheet.
You're not allowed to call me children anymore. I know how old you are.
I'm still older than you.
Barely.
A couple minutes.
Right. Hey, okay, so that one's gone up. Okay, so let's try this one again. There we go.
Yay! A 10 does not hit.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna hit him again.
Yep.
Hey!
Oh my god, a 25 hits. Jesus.
Fuck that guy.
Okay.
Fuck him in particular.
All right. Well, roll some damage. Okay, he's not happy. And then doesn't something happen?
Yeah, there's a +3 because of my proficiency bonus, which is the Hexblade's Curse.
The +3 is already in there.
Yeah, okay then. No, that's it.
Okay, so he takes 10 damage, which is not bad. It's 1 point better than he did to you. And I think you definitely win that race. So that is Metzi's go. Brick... Brick yells, "Fire!" And then he trundles off the back of the cart, moves up, and starts beating at the fire with his shield. One of them. Whap, 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 whap.
You know, he's doing his best.
He's doing great, and I love him.
However, being that it was alchemist fire, which is remarkably similar to napalm, it doesn't... He doesn't put the fire out so much as spreads it slightly and gets it on his shield.
You had to see that coming. I mean...
So that is now the fire.
I did.
And now he has a fire shield.
And Brick's shield is on fire. Which Brick's second action, because he does technically get one, will be to turn around and yell at the soldier who threw the thing while waving his now flaming shield, "Put this out!" And that is Brick's action. That is Brick helping.
I love him so much.
Glory.
So he just told him to put the fire out.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Under the command spell, it lists some examples of like one-word commands you can give to a target.
Yes.
Would listen, or no, would obey be one of those commands that I can use?
Extinguish?
Ooh, extinguish is good. So obey, the problem with obey is that because you can only give a one-word command, the immediate follow-up question to that from someone who is trying to obey would be, what?
Okay, extinguish then.
Extinguish is a little bit clearer because you can also, like, point at the fucking fire. It's much less vague. So, yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, so there's the thingy there.
Okay.
I'm just going to point at the fire, look at him, be like, extinguish, and cast command.
Okay, let me see what its fucking wisdom save is. It's not great. 1d20 minus 2. Okay, so it rolled a 3. Minus 2 is a 1. So you yell that, and it goes, uh-huh. And you won't know really more until its turn.
I'll move.
Okay, and then you'll move? All right.
Yep. Around the fire.
Technically, by the way, the horse is not really a combatant. It is in the way, but it you could fairly easily make it move with an animal handling check to just kind of like shoo it away if you wanted. But you do have to make the animal handling check.
Yeah, most horses in combat, they will literally be trained to, as soon as they're dismounted, they stop moving.
Yep.
And they do not move again until you make them. And the ways that they are trained in that can be barbaric.
Yeah, a 14 will work. It will move 5 feet in any direction. Roughly where do you want it to go?
This horse information brought to you by Brits for Equine Equity.
I would
Okay.
like horse
I
to
was a horse child, okay?
We
I
all
love it. I love it.
We all subscribe to horse facts.
I have more esoteric facts if you want them. The horse is at least relevant. I can start talking about the premature baby exhibition at Coney Island. That's really irrelevant.
So yeah, I'm right there.
Okay, so that's where you are. So the horse will move there for now.
Wait, excuse me, please. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. Okay, and then are you doing anything else, or is that your whole turn?
Command's an action. I can't do anything else.
Okay.
Well, I'll pound my maul down on the ground and cast. What's the thing called? Searing Smite. So it's ignited now.
Is that a cantrip?
Bonus.
But is it a cantrip?
No, it is not.
Then
It's
you
for
cannot do
souls.
that. So,
Just clear
so
at the base.
yeah, even if it's a bonus action, for multiple spells in a round, you can only ever cast a cantrip and a leveled spell. Even if they're both bonus actions, it doesn't matter. Okay, Finn, back. Or no, I skipped Cubit. Sorry. Cubit.
It's me.
I'm sorry. It is your turn.
I want to keep laughing at Lance Day.
Okay. Well, so roll an attack. Let's see how it goes.
Does 18 hit?
Yeah, still does. Still does.
Didn't miss him.
Okay, -9. So, how exactly would you like him to die?
I want to chop his hand off that's holding the axe, so that like his hand is still gripping the lamp.
Oh my God,
His
it's a
hand's still
pug.
gripping onto it.
I'm sorry. There's a Wrigley pug.
Pug.
I apologize, Cubit. You've been outpugged.
Nope, that's totally understandable.
even in the chat, the response is "OMG, a pug."
Aww.
It's that episode of Friends when people say it's your puppy. Like, I really shouldn't have given you the
Pug
puppy.
stream.
Okay, well, so
Are you on Teams?
can we rename your pug Thalion?
Right?
Or rebreed your warhound in game to be a pug.
I vote that one.
Fucking vicious ranger hunter
Just
pug.
a giant pug.
No, not big. Just like
If
just
it-
a little guy, but he just fucking he'll bite your ankles off.
That's right.
Okay, so
If it works in Kingsman, it will work for D&D.
I'm sorry. I'm really loving how distracted everyone is by the pug. That's awesome. Is your pug a puppy or is that a full grown?
He's a brand new puppy, 8 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he looked particularly small and wriggly.
His name is Ferguson, but he goes by Gus.
Gus, not Fergie.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
That's right.
Okay, I'm digging it. Gus, I like it. All right. So, hey Wiley, there's one more request, very briefly, for a little bit more pug action,
Please,
and then we will
please,
return.
a little bit more pug.
All right,
Hey, buddy.
in for the kill. There is the pug.
Okay. Hi, Gus. You're a star.
Okay.
Aw.
All right. That was cleansing. Okay, so
I think we all needed that.
yes. So back to the bloody murder. So you're cutting off his hand with the lance, and I assume grabbing the lance from him.
Because I want the hand to still be on the lance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you like slice through his hand and cut off his head in one fluid motion, grabbing hold of the lance, and he just falls over dead. His armor clinks against the ground, and his 4 other guys all gasp in surprise and
3 of them. One of them's busy.
stupefaction. He's still, like, you think somewhere in the back of his mind he still gasps.
Okay.
Like his eyes widen slightly. He goes,
Yes, exactly.
gasp.
But yeah, he is now super dead.
Cool. And I didn't
That's what you get
necessarily
when you
want to
don't-
grab. I didn't want to grab the lance just yet because I still want to like fight the guy next to me.
Okay. All right. Well, so I mean, you could just drop the lance, like you got it
Okay.
now, and then let it go, and it won't cost
Okay.
anything.
Cool.
So it is your turn still, because that was only your first attack.
Yeah. Then I rolled 25.
Oh my god. Okay. Against the guy in between you and Glory, or the other guy?
The other guy.
Okay. Roll damage.
Wait. Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, I like how you can put X's on them now.
I actually could have done that before.
You
I
did.
didn't know.
Oh.
And then I saw Throck doing it, and it went, well, if he can do it, I can do it. Which is actually not always true. But in this particular case, it turned out it was. Okay, so you hit that guy for 6. Do you have a follow-up? Yes, you do.
Aw.
Okay, roll your damage. Oh, no. No.
is 12.
Holy shit, you missed! Yes!
Finally.
First time. All right, Finn, it is now your turn.
All right.
I can do better.
Which of these has she attacked? This one
Okay,
or this one?
Yes, that's
so the
you,
first one,
that one on the
Yeah.
right.
yeah, the first one you mentioned does damage. The other one does not. Then there's the guy who threw the shit at the cart, who has damage
And
on
called
him,
me a dog.
and the one that Metzi attacked has damage.
Okay.
So there's
I'd like
only-
to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
I will bring that into chat for our friends in the viewing audience. Momentito, yes. Very nice. And so I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on this chap right here.
Yes.
And then I'm going to fire at will.
Okay.
How do you know his name as well?
Good point.
They're all named Will, actually. It was a lucky guess, but it was right.
There's William, Wilhelm,
No, his name was Lance.
Wilfred,
Willis.
and Willis. Yay!
Um.
And the one who's there is
Okay.
just called Dick.
6 piercing.
So
oh,
it should be
right.
9 because I get an extra d6 on a hit.
Yep. So,
And I'm going to make my second attack on that fellow,
Okay.
assuming he's still up, which I think he would be.
He is still up. He now has an arrow, like... Ooh. Okay, yep. Roll it again. Roll damage again.
Where was that arrow?
Oh, thank you, in for the kill. That's awesome. Woo! Sorry. Woo! All right, there we go.
Welcome
Little
to
joining
the
party.
Welcome to the party.
All right.
To the party. We got fun and games.
Okay, so you hit. Oh, I see. Okay, and you do another 7 to him. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
11, actually.
I see. Oh, yes. Sorry. Yep. Okay.
Aw, buying trophies.
That
Awesome.
one lodged in his head. Turns out
Right.
an arrow to the head does not immediately kill you, depending on which part of the brain it hits.
Sure.
But he does have one in his head, stuck there.
Nice.
Yeah, he's
I
not.
want one.
He's not at all happy about that.
This one that has an arrow in his head?
Oh, and Biting Trophies just joined the party. Hello, Biting Trophies, and thank you. Woo!
Woo!
Okay, so I'm sorry. Did you? I apologize. Did you ask me a
That's
question?
right. I'm going to just complete my turn by moving, right?
Yeah,
I get 30 move. Can I just jump down off the wagon?
100%. In fact, jumping off the wagon would only take half of your movement. If
Okay.
you just like move straight forward. So that, yeah, that's fine.
Just in case the fire thing doesn't end well, I'd prefer not to be in the cart.
Yeah, totally.
He has a job. He's fine.
Are our horses still hooked up to the cart?
Yes.
Okay.
Has anyone bothered to take a turn to unhook them? No.
No.
Right. I'm just saying, the fire might have burnt through the traces. They're not exactly as sturdy as wood. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, Rain. He forgot his
I've
teen
done
years.
carriage driving. You know.
Rain, he forgot
That's facts.
not only his teen years, but also the taste of toast. Like, he just doesn't remember it at all.
Oh.
There are worse things to forget.
He knows he's had it, but he just it's
I like
leaving him. Lance is dead.
He's dead.
So
Super
I
dead.
will junk him off the turn order. Okay, so we'll go clockwise, starting with Mind Control Boy. So here's the thing. Brick isn't fully aware that the Mind Control guy has been mind controlled. So Mind Control guy will move here, and then move here, and then move here, attempting to take out the fire, because he has to get close to it to try to douse it with his cloak. Brick, however, gets an attack of opportunity and will attempt to sandwich smash him in between his shields. Gone.
That's cool.
one of them is on fire.
Yes, one of them is on fire. Okay, so he definitely hits. And so now the question becomes, exactly how badly does he hurt him?
Squishing up a little henchman.
Okay, so he smooshes that guy for 23. He did.
Oh.
So,
Oh, good.
yeah. Again, Brick is helping.
Yeah. The guy called me a dog. I don't like it.
Yeah. So Brick. So here's what happens. The guy gets to here, and then Brick. Where are you going? I said put fire out. Smash. And then he pulls the shields apart, and there are like strands of viscera and goo and blood and chunks of metal just sliding off of the space in between. And he looks at them
Beautiful.
and goes, I broke him.
Is the fire extinguished on his shield?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, blood puts out that fire.
There we go.
We're making progress.
So we just need to hold one of them over it.
I can help with that. And then
On the
Bleed
land,
him?
Like a marshmallow, just like.
we want to like bleed one of them over it.
No, I'm a good character.
I'm not.
I would not actually allow you to do that.
Okay.
So am I.
So just look away.
This guy suddenly
Okay.
really does not like where he is,
I mean,
but
if it is already.
he's going to keep attempting to attack
It's just recycling.
Renly, because that seems like still the better option. So attack 1 with advantage. Okay, that's 1 hit. Attack 2. What's your AC? Does a 19 hit you?
18. It
Okay.
does.
So he definitely... Okay, so... Oh, wow. Okay, it's his turn finally to get some decent rolls. So he gets 2 attacks that hit you. And then actually, I'm going to see if the other guy hits you as well, who also has advantage. Miss, 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 miss. Okay, so the first guy gets 2 attacks against you. Slash roll 1d. So are you parrying against the guy who missed you?
No, parry is if they hit.
Ah! Oh, right. There's riposte and
Riposte.
parry. Yeah, okay. Okay, so 1d8 plus 2. Is that what it had been? Yes. So he hits you the first time for 6, and the second time for 7. And then you get... What do you get? You can use your reaction and expend 1 superiority die to reduce the damage by the number you roll on your... Okay, so roll your superiority die. Is this for the first or second hit?
I hit it after the second.
Okay, so the second one is 7. So roll your superiority die, which is 8. So you reduce it by 8, so it does nothing.
Nice.
Yay! So you take 6 damage.
I'll take it.
Let me just
Counts it
double check.
up. I love it.
By the number you roll. Yeah, yep, totally.
Mm-hmm.
Not even an issue. Oh shit! I used to remember the name of that tune too.
That's the Benny Hill theme tune.
Benny Hill.
Yeah, I know, but I used to know the name of the song.
Yakety
There's
sax.
yes,
Say yakety
yakety
sax.
sax.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's a,
Okay, so that is those two soldiers. So finally, the last soldier who is attacking Metzi. So he a 10 does not hit. Second attack. Does a 14 hit you? I don't think so.
my AC is a 14.
Oh, it is a 14. Okay.
Because it's my always here mage armor, which
Right.
is 13 plus my dex, which
Right.
is 4.
So okay, so we need to up your dex when we can. So he hits you for 4 points of damage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, so that is the soldiers go. So it is Leech's turn. Leech is doing something that no one can see, but a small rain cloud opens up over the cart, and the fire reduces in size.
A good boy.
So
And Metzi, it is your turn.
Okay, I am going to hit the dude who hit me. That seems logical.
Yep.
I'm going to hit him with 2 hands because he's a little bitch.
Totes logical. 7 does not hit.
Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to hit him again.
A 9 also does not hit.
No. So I'm basically just standing there.
Well, I
but you
mean,
can
like,
guard him with your words.
Sight! Go! Okay.
I mean, you're certainly scaring the shit out of him because that big ass paddle razor thing looks scary as fuck.
Two-handed as well. It's just like.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah. He's not like he's fighting. Like he's got to dodge and like block and yeah. It's pretty tense over there.
That's really tall. That'd be fucking terrifying.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god!
All the fur is poofed up. The tail is ashy. It's like.
Look big. Look big. Brick spends his turn.
Yowling. It's like.
Brick spends his turn squeegeeing guts off of his shields. He uses one shield edge to like scrape guts off, and then he uses the other shield edge to scrape guts off, and that's his turn. Glory, it is your turn.
I'm just gonna shift over here, and I'll take a swingity swing at that one.
Swingity swing.
Now, I want to point out, when you shift like that, you actually lose advantage. You were flanking the one guy in between the two of you.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
But good to know. Thank you.
Okay, well, that still hits.
Really don't need it.
So roll some damage. And you're hitting the guy to the left or right of you?
That one on the west side.
Okay.
Friend.
So -6. And do you only get the one attack?
No, I'm gonna swing again.
Yeah! Go level 5. Oh my god, yep, you definitely hit. And you definitely hit for 8. So, poor guy. Poor guy. You know, he could do math when he woke up this morning.
Oh, that was the one with the arrow in his head?
No, that's the other guy.
Oh.
Okay, never mind.
Who, by the way, has also forgotten what commas are.
Did he really know in the first place?
Same though?
Are you saying these people are literate?
Well, you at least know what a comma is. Like, you've seen one before. He, for whatever reason, like they're just blocked out now. Like, if he were to look at them, he wouldn't even be. You'd just think they were
Can't
scratch
process.
marks. Yeah.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Cubit. It is
That's
your
me.
turn.
All
I'm
right.
sorry, Brenly. I apologize.
I'm beating on this guy.
Drive the arrow in further.
Just put your thumb on the end of it and go.
Okay, well, you hit him for how much? Okay. So,
Whack.
yeah. He's still up, but he looks pretty wobbly.
I want to cut him off at the knees.
Well, roll. Oh, yep, that hits. Okay. Roll your damage. Okay. How do you want him to die exactly?
I want to like chop him off at the knees.
Wiggly Pug. Chop him off at the knees. Okay, yeah. In one swipe, you can't quite clear through both knees, but you definitely get one, and make good progress into the second one before he falls over and dies ignominiously in the dirt.
Do his like armor boots keep part of his leg up?
How clean was that?
No, it's not quite that swift. No.
Like to picture the body parts after.
He's definitely not doing well, though.
Cool.
No, like his leg got, like it, because there's like a slight sideways wobbly push. So like his leg is like 2 feet away from his body.
Good.
You sure? It's a +1 sword.
So that was your second attack.
It is, and then I want to like turn and swing at that other guy.
Now that third attack, does it need to be on the same target or no?
It does not.
Okay.
Like with the same momentum as you cut the leg off, you're just like, ah.
Aha! You miss. He manages just barely to get his shield in the way as you swing at him, and he goes but he definitely looks fucking shaken as hell.
You're next.
Yes, Rain, commas and toast were redacted shortly before his demise. Okay, so that is Cubit's turn. Finn.
I would like to fire at the fellow that's engaged with Metzi.
Okay.
So I will turn and longbow in his general direction. 16 hit.
A 16.
And as a bonus action, right, because my Hunter's Mark guy went down, I'll move my Hunter's Mark to this guy as well.
Sure, and I think you get to do that. Yeah, you can do that first. That's fine.
It's a bonus action. Yeah, I'll do it first.
So he goes down. You Hunter's Mark. You do the thing. 16 does hit, so roll some damage.
All right, so 6, and then I get to roll 1d6. 2 more for 8.
Okay. So -8. By the way, I've decided something for you, Finn.
Yes, sir.
At level 5, your Hunter's Mark gains 1 additional benefit.
Ah, okay. Nice.
And the extra benefit is this. If you critically miss in shooting into melee against a guy that you have Hunter's Marked, your arrow will not possibly hit a member of your party.
Yeah.
Ow, what is that?
That would be the pug claws probably on the floor, I'm assuming.
Oh,
He's clawing his little playpen here.
gotcha. Woof.
Going to town, wasn't he?
Volume up too high, I think.
As long as it was the pug, it's okay.
So does that make sense to you, Wiley, what I'm saying there?
Yeah, it won't hit an ally, kind of like I did to Bryn before.
Right.
Yeah,
so
she
what
has
I'm
a
saying,
scar on her back right shoulder.
oh my god. So what I'm saying is, from this point forward, if you miss even critically against something that has your Hunter's Mark on it, that is not a worry. It'll go into the dirt or it'll go wide, but it won't hit a party member.
Okay, so it's like party insurance.
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
Good to know.
So Finn.
So the arrow goes
I'll fire one more time at the soldier who's still up that I just shot at, who's engaged over there with Mitzi.
Roll your roll your attack. I'm getting ahead of myself now. Roll your damage.
10 more.
Okay.
Plus 3, 13.
Ha! How do you want this guy to go down?
Just going to take him right off his feet, kind of shoot an arrow over Metzi's shoulder, and boom, blows him off his feet onto his back. 3 arrows. There are 2 arrows sticking out.
You might want to fire under my arm, over my shoulder.
Well, he's still mounted, right?
That wasn't.
Oh, that had to go under her arm. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Like
she's so tall.
Have it just like curl around and. Now wait, did I get the right guy? Were you shooting at the one that was engaged with Metzi or the one that was engaged with Brenly?
Metzi over here.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
okay.
you're right. Actually, I think he was still mounted. So yeah, over my shoulders.
Hang on. So I did the wrong thing there. So let me put this guy back alive.
He took a total of 8, 13, 21.
Yep. So that guy is still
plus
alive.
whatever Metzi had done.
This guy is. So he is not yet dead.
6, 7,
Actually,
8.
he is close to dead, but not there. So I apologize for the miscue there. I was tagging the wrong
No
dude.
sweat.
Okay, it is the soldiers go, and they are not. Man, they don't want to be in this fight anymore, but they also know that they can't effectively run away. Actually, that's not true. This guy will take the disengage action, which gets him to clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is where he is going, and this guy sees his buddy turn to run, and also he just got shot badly, so he will also take the disengage action. And he's still on his fucking horse. So yeah, so he's definitely going to disengage. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But he did have to take some time to turn around. So that is him. So those two guys are attempting to run away from you. And that is their whole turn. Leech's turn goes, and the fire is now out, and the cloud disappears. Metzi's turn.
Okay, this guy has really, really pissed me off. I'm really hoping this works. I am going to cast a spell for once and not a cantrip. Look at me using
Holy shit!
I know. Right, I am going to cast... If it lets me! God damn it! Hold on, I have to reopen my character sheet. Again. Oh no, wait, there we go. There we go. And I'm
Thunderstep. Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go right up to him on his fucking horse.
Immediately after you disappear, a thunderous boom sounds, and each creature within 10 feet of the space you left must make a Constitution saving throw. No one was there, so that's fine. Taking 3d10 on a failed save. Okay, the thunder can be heard from up to 300 feet away. So as you do that, like, any birds or small animals that were in the area are fucking fleeing. You can bring along objects as long as... Okay, that's fine. You can also teleport one willing creature of your size who's carrying gear. Okay,
yeah, no,
which you did not do. Yeah, that's fine. The creature must be within 5 feet of you. Okay. And you're... that's what level spell slot? Is that a third level?
That's
second
third,
level?
Yeah.
Third
That's
level?
third. I have to cast everything at third now.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, so... Okay, and the range is 90 feet? Yeah, alright, so you are there now. So that was your move.
That was my action.
Or, sorry, that was your action. You still have your move if you wanted, but otherwise, I think you're good.
No, I'm just impulsively chasing after him because he's pissed me off.
Can we roll to spook the horse?
Just appear in front of him like, fuck this shit!
Fair enough. And by the way, I want to point out, I do appreciate the personal nature of wanting to stay in his face for melee when you could have just as easily hit him with a ranged spell. I actually really like that.
Let's get on brand.
Yeah.
Messi isn't having a good day, okay?
Yeah.
He is impulsive with his
That
decision
pink guy
making.
just kicking its ass.
He
Okay.
also hasn't been a spellcaster for all that long, so he's not exactly like,
No, fair.
should I use this? He's just like, fuck this shit!
Brick wanders over to the horse and starts petting it. And he goes,
Ah,
Horsey! Like horsey. Horsey. Horsey eat apple? Wait, have no apple. Horsey eat flower? And so Brand is attempting to feed flowers to the horse.
Brick is the best!
Or Brick, sorry. I called him Brand. Ha, sorry, Brand, for the Saturday game. Although there's not that much difference, really. Okay, so Glory, it is your turn.
I'm within range of him. I will run over there.
get him.
Take a big ol' swing.
Okay.
Where's the-
Roll your attack. That hits. Roll your damage.
Get him, get him, get him.
Okay. Metzi, I want you to decide exactly how you react to having your kill stolen from you. And Glory, I want you to decide how he dies.
I literally don't care. I just want him dead.
Okay, all right.
There's no pride here. He doesn't have a lot. He just looks and is just like, yes, where's the other one?
It was a really, really fierce, like, underhanded swing. Just
nice. So you actually
really, like, Metzi isn't like intimidating angry. He's manic. It's like, where's the other one? Fuck it.
Nice. So you knock him off of his horse, boom, and he face plants, and you hear his neck crunch as all of the weight of his armor and the rest of his body lands on his skull, and he is smooshy, dead.
What a delicious noise.
So that is Glory.
what kind of armor do they have?
They have they have heavy plate.
Is it nicer than ours?
If we can sell it. That.
Hold on. You've got chainmail. Chainmail is way more effective than plate armor.
It depends on what you're doing.
I know. In D&D,
Sorry.
has fire AC burn.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Chainmail is also, strictly speaking, not better.
Sorry.
It depends on what you're doing.
No, it's way better.
I'd like to point out that I did not call it plate
more
mail
flexible.
because that's not a thing.
No, I know,
Oh,
and did I call plate mail? If I did,
No,
someone.
you
Okay,
were good.
good. Yeah, plate mail does not exist. That's not a real thing.
What is it?
So it's plate armor. There is such a thing as plated mail, but that is also different. If we really want to get into armor history lessons, we can do that on the same stream that we discuss our shower routines.
Perfect.
We'll save that for the rainy day shower broadcast.
Seems decent.
But the basic idea is, so plate is what you would think of a knight wearing. It is an armored tank person, okay? Whereas chainmail is rings, okay? Plate is much better at blocking blunt and sharp. And what are you? Nerdy surrender. All right, fine. I'll stop Zed-splaining. Anyway.
Hey, at least you get a verb. I don't get a verb. I just get, like,
Well,
No, you have shake squeaking.
It's
Yeah, that's true. I have shake squeaking.
You do have shake squeaking. That's excellent. Yes. Would you like to subscribe to Armor Facts? And a shake squeak.
Horse facts. Armor
So,
facts.
Cubit,
Armor facts.
finish off this last fool so that we can move on.
Awesome. I'm into it.
Roll your attack.
Meow.
This little evil girl, like, just running.
Like giggling. She's just giggling.
So this guy, frustratingly enough, still up. Probably not now. Roll your
It was
damage.
frustrating. She got frustrated.
Ha! Ha! That's amazing. Okay.
This guy's still awake.
How would you like to kill him?
Search this. And like right through the midsection. I want him to like
Thank you.
see his death happening.
Okay, so as he dies, so you feel your sword passing through his body. You have an almost ecstatic connection with your blade. You can feel every vein severing. You feel
Every
the nerve
tendon and
bundles.
ligament.
Yes, you feel the nerve bundles uncoiling as you move through his spinal column. You can almost for a moment see the difference between the blood versus the mucus versus the spinal fluid.
It's like those slow motion videos of a bullet going through a wall.
Before it all just merges into one
that,
slurry
like,
of
Zen
violent
headspace I'm in.
joy. And he is dead in a pile of his own juices, spurting on the ground. He continues trying to claw his way forward for just a moment.
I just watch.
as he then finally gives up the ghost.
Nice try, buddy. But actually, no, that wasn't a nice try. That was a bad try.
Yeah, not a great try.
Do I see the army or any activity from that direction?
So the army, you see them, because it's hard not to see them now that you know like where they are.
Sure.
They are continuing to move away from you guys, and you don't see anyone else heading towards you. You don't know exactly how long that will last for. You don't know how long these guys are expected to be gone, but no one is headed your way at the moment, certainly. So, things you guys find. You find one salvageable set of plate armor. The rest is so badly junked that it wouldn't be worth it. You'd have to melt it down and start over. Which, metal by weight is okay, and you do have your cart still. So, if you want, you can add, we'll call it 30 pounds of steel. Yeah. We'll say 30 pounds of steel.
Do they have any Kandorian coins on them?
Yes, in fact they do. Each of them has 25 Kandorian coins, except for the guy who had the lance, who has 50. Their coins are about half the size of yours, however, and so you're fairly certain that they're worth probably half as much.
Perhaps it would make sense if each of us carried a few just in case we encounter more of these ruffians. Look out behind you.
God,
Oh my
it's
God!
God!
Hello!
Hi, God!
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Just so, Cubit, you're still carrying all of our loot money, yes? Okay.
Yes, I wrote all of that down. The armor is 30 pounds of steel, the Kandori coins, and that they're worth half as much, and
So I just
have all of
realized
that.
that I'm the tourist, and I'm like, oh.
Oh! I'm not totally done yet. I apologize.
Oh, sorry.
There is also one belt that looks way better than any other belt you've seen possibly ever. And there is...
I'm picturing, like, rhinestones.
I was picturing like studs.
Gaudy as fuck.
One of them in their saddlebags has a cloak that is of extremely fine make. And you're not entirely sure, like, where. You'd have to make some rolls and maybe cast some spells that perhaps you don't have.
I have.
Oh,
You
yeah?
identify?
Yes. My brooch.
Take it down.
What time of night is it, Zed?
It is, so it is just past sundown right now.
I have one more thing I want to do before we move on.
Well, that's okay.
From the death.
Wiley, were you
Just-
going to
just
say
so I
something,
know.
though?
Okay.
I was just going to say we may not wish to tarry long here, but perhaps gather these things and pull the bodies off the road and hide them such as we can, and string the horses along and get out of here.
Oh, yeah, don't forget, you do have 5 horses.
Of
Yeah, I was
the war,
gonna say that.
of the war variety.
Plus the 2 on the car, unless they burnt to death.
No, they did. That fire didn't get that bad.
Okay.
As the sun goes down, wouldn't you like a celebratory hug? Metzi hears in his head.
Which leads me perfectly to what Metzi was about to do, which was to turn around to the horse next to him and behead the fucking thing.
The horse?
Yeah, he's in a very, very, like, but he's in a not fugue state, but he's very, very violent, and he hasn't killed anyone, and his brain is not in a good place.
So,
He's going to see everyone
Cat.
kind of drops around him, and he just turns around, and there's glory and a horse. So he goes and he chops the fucking horse's head off.
So, for narrative purposes, just to explain, like, the timeline on this, because I think I understand where you're coming from. So, before, like, searching occurred, okay? Like, we didn't take a break yet, right? As Glory kills the one dude and Brenly kills the last one, Metzi is essentially frothing, right?
Yeah.
And in that state, in that moment, having no other target, beheads a horse in response, right?
And Glory would notice, because Metzi turns right round, Glory would notice Metzi's eyes going to Glory, and then going to the horse, and then hitting the horse.
Okay.
There's a moment of you. Also, because he's frothing, it's probably fairly obvious to everyone that his tongue is a snake tongue. Like it's whipping around. It's very obvious now. But yeah, so he tries. And also, fun fact, Macahuitl can behead a horse. It's historical fact.
Yeah. So
with some difficulty.
No. Literally, the Spanish, there's writings about how they literally went in, and then there's a pull out, and it goes straight through like a bread knife. Just fuck that shit. That's why I picked this weapon, if I'm honest.
You mean fuck that shit?
Fuck.
Fuck that shit.
Welcome to Macahuitl Facts. AKA Bloodlust Facts.
He's having a day, right?
So, I will let you guys decide exactly how that affects you. But, Metzi, that does not change the fact that in your head you do still hear.
Yeah.
Would you like to hug someone for celebration?
And Metzi goes very, very, very still, just looking down at this horse. And the Macahuitl disappears. And he tries to claw the brooch off his chest.
Ooh, okay. Give me a will save.
Is that wisdom?
Yes, wisdom.
Okay.
Okay. You are able to peel the thing away from your flesh. You will take... hang on.
It's still in my hand. So.
Asshole person.
There. Hang on. Sorry, I don't know what I accidentally pushed to, like, move things around. I need to double check and make sure it still looks... Okay. Yeah, okay, I didn't screw anything up in the... 1d10... Okay. As you pull it off of your neck, you're going to take 2 points of fire damage.
Okay.
As it, like, singes the fur around your neck when you rip it away. And as Metzi pulls this thing off, you can all see, like a magical effect snapping and, like, sparking.
There's probably some blood, because I literally mean he clawed it off. Like,
yeah.
Just not. Yeah. So.
Was it, like, attached to the skin?
If you were to examine, you would know that better, but just from where you are seeing the fur, it's hard to tell.
Okay. Well, I'm not going up in there.
Just like...
Glory's gonna cast Hold Person on Metzi.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Good.
How do you... I don't know what the resistance is for that. Thank you.
Okay.
So...
Wisdom
Wisdom
save.
All I see is you're just clawing, or it's just clawing out his chest, and there's blood, and I don't see anything else. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, just beheaded a horse.
Okay.
So, Metzi pauses.
Pause.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Pause.
And I'm just gonna like try to like pat Metzi on the shoulder, like, hey, it's okay, you're okay. As I'm doing this multicast, lay on hands, healing hands.
Okay.
Touching, so much touching.
So, how much do you heal Metzi for?
How much are you down?
I would hold on, I need my calculator.
Because I have 25 points. I'm going to give them all to you to top you off.
I'm down 15.
Okay. So you're now healed to full. Be like, hey, it's okay.
I put you back up to full.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so...
But you're also paralyzed for a minute.
Yep.
Because I'm like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I know that he's paralyzed? Sorry, do I know that she's paralyzed me? Or do I just think I'm paralyzed?
No, you are unaware, I would say. It looks like, well, no, actually, hang on. Paralyzed. Give me a moment. Let me pull out the book.
Because that will very much determine what happens next.
Yes. A paralyzed creature
but
is...
don't claw out your chest, okay?
Okay. No, because it says that you're also incapacitated while paralyzed. So, no, I'm going to say that you are unaware.
Okay.
What are you going to do? It only lasts a minute, guys.
Perhaps we should make our way out of here. I'll set about getting the horses tethered up to the other horses, the 4 remaining live horses.
Okay. I want to bind Metzi. Like with rope.
Okay.
Holy shit!
I do have 47.
47 because you had cut off 3 feet. Yes, I remember.
Because it melted and burned.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay. So that can be done. Metzi fails all resistance rolls at the moment. So you tie Metzi up.
Can we take like blankets from the cart and swaddle Metzi? I don't want Metzi clawing at himself.
Right.
That's
swaddle him.
Yeah, that's not what he'd be clawing at now.
Right? I don't understand what's happening. I don't understand why it's happening.
Yeah.
And blood.
Oh,
and no.
Yeah. We just saw you like clawing your chest out. There was blood, and now we want to like calmly swaddle you so you don't hurt yourself.
Metzi burrito.
Yeah, a burrito.
Oh. Or a furrito.
Rain, that's how these things have a tendency to go, to be frank. Okay.
While that's happening, I'm going to be removing any Candoran standards, anything that'll visibly mark these horses as Candoran war beasts, and stowing that in the cart, getting them somehow tethered and...
give me a perception check.
So glad you're smart.
Someone needs to be.
This is a one-time smartness. And apparently it's not going to last. Smart yet unobservant.
You are fairly certain that you have cleaned them of obvious markings.
All right.
Okay, and then you found all the stuff. Now, so in your remaining minute, so you bind Metzi, am I understanding, in blankets and then rope outside the blankets?
No, I made the rope idea. Like, I kind of was thinking out loud, and I was like, rope, no, bad move. Don't want to, like, tie him up. I just want to kind of tightly swaddle. So it's escapable.
Okay.
I want him to kind of, like, wake up swaddled.
Okay, and then what are you doing with Metzi? Like, right now...
I'm aware of this, right?
No, you are not.
No, you're incapacitated.
You're currently unaware. You will... In a minute, when the spell runs out, you will wake up in a different state than you were in when the spell started. And for you, it will be instantaneous.
Glory puts him inside the cart like, chill. And just sits next to the...
So you guys...
I still have the brooch in my claw.
Okay, so you get it inside the cart?
Yeah, I'll help with that. And then I want, like, we carry him inside, and then he's swaddled, and I, like, set up extra pillows around him. That's all I know for comfort. Put my teddy bear there.
Okay. Okay. So, Metzi is inside the cart, in a sack.
Just by the way, if anyone had approached him with rope, there's a really, really, really angry, poisonous snake around his neck, which would have caused problems.
Yeah.
That's right, snake cone and snake.
Yeah.
So here's my question. Actually, not much of a question. Roll perception, Renly.
Okay. My computer decided it wanted to lock my pop-up with my character sheet.
This was just like the perfect storm of like Metzi losing his shit and then George saying something.
Okay, so Metzi, you do not find the brooch. It is
Okay.
It is inside of Metzi's hand, and so you don't find it. Okay, so Metzi. By the way, guys, I love you all. This is awesome. There was a whole other thing I was gonna do. I can save that for some other time. It's perfect. So.
I'm sorry.
No. Don't apologize. Literally, I prefer it when you guys are making the plot. So, okay. So you wake up, and are momentarily okay. You're fairly certain your eyes are open. However, you are blind. You see absolute pitch black. You also find it difficult to move, and your breath is hot and stale. You recognize fairly quickly, but not as quickly as those first things, that you are covered in something, cloth it seems, and that you are tightly wrapped, although not fully bound. And as you recognize these things, you then hear, "I got mine. I got all sorts of physical contact. It was lovely. But you, why did you do what you did? I didn't understand that at all. What was wrong with the horse? Did it make eyes at you? Did it want to hug you?"
Huggy horse.
I imagine a horse hug now.
You can ignore me all you like. I know you can hear me. I am everywhere.
I
George is creepy.
wanted you gone.
Then you should have dropped me. And yet you didn't. I wonder why. Is it perhaps because secretly you enjoy this?
It's because my head doesn't work.
Well, that we both know. But I can fix that. You just need to give me time. And lots of hugs.
Like a hug
Taking-
demon.
Taking away my choices is what broke me in the first place.
Yes, and sometimes we have to break the bone again to set it right so that it will heal correctly.
Or you could leave me the fuck alone. You could all just leave me the fuck alone.
That is an option. By the way, you can all hear Metzi's side of this conversation.
Just Is my head wrapped in a blanket? as well?
Yes.
No!
Oh no, I thought it was.
You didn't swaddle the face?
Oh, I really thought you had.
This is a
Okay.
suffocation.
No! That's
He's
torture!
It's like,
Okay, then
I was wondering why he couldn't see.
Yeah, ignore the not seeing, not breathing part. I apologize. That was
Okay.
my
I was
misinterpretation.
like, wow, what's happening in there? No. Swaddle, like, usually constricts, like, the arms.
Yeah,
And
I get you.
like
I'm
you're trying
not paying atten-
So
I'm
you-
not paying
you in
attention
fact-
to anything I'm looking at. So it's like,
Yeah, you in fact can see if you want to calm down and focus.
you would stare into Glory's face.
basically having a minor panic attack. So,
But the
vision
voice
just
in your head is
not
still
there.
very much there.
Yeah.
So you said you can fuck off. You can all just fuck off. And
Leave me the fuck alone.
Yes. And his response is, "Well, I don't think I'm going anywhere, really. I think you want me right where I am."
You're in my head. You know that's not true. I can't lie.
It is remarkably cozy in here. Although you do have a few disconnected spaces. But I'm sure that given time, we could bridge a path or two. Would you like to remember the lost parts of your childhood again? Would you like to remember your best friend? Would you like to remember who you were before you made these promises?
DM question.
Yeah, totally.
When I made the deal, did I forget that? I thought I was just relocated.
How would you know, player?
Yeah, that's true. Because now I'm confused.
So, you have forgotten things. You know that you have forgotten things, but I, as GM, have decided you don't know what you've forgotten.
Okay, fair enough.
Did you forget commas?
You are not an honest narrator for yourself.
Yeah. Is the stuff that I know in my backstory, is that all stuff that I remember?
Yes.
And then the stuff I don't know. Okay. Thank you. Best friend.
I'd give you more, but I need to be closer to your heart, the seat of your emotions. Out in your hands, it's a little cold and lonely.
Will you be less solicitous? It's uncomfortable.
Fine. Less solicitous. More salubrious, perhaps.
No, just keep your reactions to yourself.
But they're your reactions, too.
No, they're not.
Oh, you've forgotten much. What does a rock or a pebble come from?
Stone.
Yes. And where do all rocks come from?
Not really a riddle person.
Then I'm afraid you're just going to have to puzzle over this one for a while. I will do as you ask and go quiet, but I don't think you really want to be as alone as you will find yourself. Goodbye.
And I suddenly kind of look up and realize they all heard that.
Gloria's right there.
Brenly's like right next to you, just crying.
And there's just a moment.
I'm working with the horses. I'm not. I'm a little like, whoa. Yeah.
I love that the wood elf is like, fuck this shit. Sticking with the fucking horses. These guys, they make sense.
But the horses have been fastened. I'll check again.
Yeah.
Don't want them running off now, do we?
It's just like a beat before it goes. Why am I wrapped in a blanket?
You would have clawing at your chest. You would have bleeding. You would have hit now, though.
Thank you. And just like unwrap, just and just like jumps to his feet. Just like, okay.
Brenly picks up her teddy bear.
Okay.
Metzi, perception check.
Okay.
Metzi still sees all.
Awesome. Metzi, you have a small pebble now embedded into the flesh of your hand.
Is it the hand I'm holding the brooch in, or is it my other hand?
No, it is the brooch. It is now a small pebble.
Oh, fuck's sake. I do not, go. But I just rub my thumb across the middle of it and have a glance and just go.
Hey, Gus. Hey, Gus.
Wiley.
Check the horses means play with a pug. I get it. I get it.
And I just look around and go, are we moving? Just complete
okay?
Denial. No, never. Are we going?
I'll come back over. Mitzi, are you okay?
No, never. Shall we leave?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We should make haste and get out of here. Is there like some scrub or some brush we can at least drag these bodies off the road somewhere?
There absolutely is.
Just to catch them?
Yeah,
There's a lot of parts you gotta pick up.
Yeah, there's. I mean, so here's the thing. I mean, it is
Well,
scrubland. It's
my
shitty.
carnage rake.
You can't like dig things, but what you can do is, for example, drag the stuff in the just the dust that should be topsoil but isn't.
While you're doing that, can I go answer a call of nature? I'll be right back.
Yes. Wait,
Yeah,
I'm
be
sorry.
really quick.
Say that one more time.
Can I go answer a call of nature? I'll be right back.
Oh yeah. Go.
No, you're not allowed.
I thought I heard like encircle a something or other, and I was like, what do you want to do? Wait, what? Huh? Okay, yeah. Okay, so yeah, it's fairly easy to hide the stuff. Like you drag it in the dirt so it's not obvious from far away. You shove it under some like largely dying bushes, and it just looks like detritus that maybe the army left behind for the most part.
Yeah.
Although you do notice that all of the soldiers, when you look for them, like to move them away, they're all missing all of their fingers and toes.
I also intentionally was chopping them up into smaller pieces for Leech to fit in his meat bags. Like there's like a lower leg over there, there's a hand over here. I was trying to help him out.
A few of those are missing, but he mostly really likes digits.
Okay, good to know.
Leech has already been on the bodies.
Hey
Gotcha.
guys, I'm feeling a little better. Plop.
As Finn is
Very
moving
good,
on,
Leech.
Gloria
Very
isn't
good.
helping. Gloria is saying a prayer for the fallen.
Brenly like retired to her little bed space with her teddy bear and is not helping.
Thank you.
We'll get things squared away, and then perhaps we should get moving along then. I'd like to move away from this site before we camp for the evening.
Where's the lance?
On the ground.
I don't know. Pick up the lance, hop on the horse, and like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, Gloria's on the lead war horse with the lance.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
That's a
Yeah.
beautiful picture.
Now I don't
Oh.
even need to learn Find Steed. I just have one now. Yes.
I like want a painting of that.
Lead us on, good paladin.
I'll make the horse kick back and trot because we're not galloping.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys move a bit of a ways away, and then I assume you make camp of some kind?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have to. It has been a day.
Yeah. But this little battle made I think Gloria feel a lot better. So
Good.
I need to, let's see, can I pull that away and then have it work? And then, let me double
Let's see, he's just walking behind everyone else looking at his hand like, fuck.
Okay, cool. Okay, so what I'm doing, hang on one sec. So as you guys set up your camp, and unfortunately I don't have, I was hoping that I would have something that I could, that's okay. This is okay, this will do just fine. So let me see. Alright, so I'm going to put you guys in a camp map. A campy mappy.
Lovely.
So we are back here. Minus that thing. I think I've got everyone's tokens here still. Yes?
Yeah.
Oh, are there still... Oh.
the ones that are running
There
through-
are no goblins there.
Bloop.
And now we have a tent for each of the horses too.
Yes. Hooray. 4 horses.
The horses that are still
Intense.
They
Like
are
camping.
Again,
intense.
The horse or you? The horse or you? Come on.
alive. You can
Come in.
try.
He doesn't actually want to hit any of you. Just, you know.
Oh, it's a...
You just
Damn.
Maybe leech, but not, you know.
It's a... shucks. Okay, hang on.
Alright, Rain Dust, your tent, if I remember correctly, it should be over here. I believe it was this one that I'm circling.
Okay.
What is that little token?
I don't know what that little token is. You have no idea what that little token is.
Creepy.
So as you guys are gathered around the fire, and I'm gathering you around the fire, damn it!
I don't want
No, she's soaking.
Oh, I don't want that.
God damn! Fucking, you're at the fire. You're all around the fire.
Please.
It's like herding cats.
Fine, the opposite side.
Hey, the cat was already by the fire.
In Elven. Kumbaya, my lord. A marshmallow on a stick.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so hang on one sec, because what I have to do is...
No, I want to be.
Okay.
I so want some more of that Elvish coffee. Betsy don't want to sleep tonight.
So save it there. Hopefully this works the way it's supposed to. So hang on one sec, because I'm gonna give you guys a handout as soon as I can get this thing to go.
That's like homework.
It is not, in fact, homework. It's just so that's huge. Resize it so it's smaller.
That was rude.
So
Oh god.
what you see is not exactly that, okay? But that is pretty close. So as you are sitting around the campfire and you are enjoying a meal together, as you do, a creature is around the campfire with you. You did not see them walk up. You did not hear any noise. They've just are there, and it almost feels as if they always have been there. The creature looks similar to this, okay, except for the fact that it does not look like that at all, because it also simultaneously looks like a little girl in a black dress, and unfortunately the art is not supporting this, but wearing a top hat.
I'd like to use the sense. Does it smell evil?
So yeah, go ahead. So does it smell evil? You're getting a very faint whiff of evil. And I will size the token back down now.
I'll come to my feet and twirl my quarterstaff and hold it defensively in front of me.
Okay.
Who are you?
Hi.
I say, who are you?
Hi. Oh,
Hi.
I apologize. Forgive me. I was seeing all of you. Thank you for sharing. You've been delicious? Delicious.
Are you lost?
I apologize. Allow me to explain. I don't have a name. I am nameless. You may name me Nameless.
Then what are you?
Well, I am of a line that is of a line that used to be what in your tongue might be called Nothics, but we haven't gone by that in a long time.
Ringing any bells for me?
Does the Wood Elf know anything of these Nothics?
Does that sound familiar to me?
Roll either history or nature, both of which are going to be pretty tough. Damn!
Is that okay?
-1 or -1?
Okay, so Cubit shakes Wiley. Oh my god. Alright.
Wow. There's some rolling going on.
Wow.
We want to know.
I mean, come on. A 22, a 19, a nat 20, and a 17? Holy shit, guys. For once you fucking know some shit. So,
We read a lot.
What
He
you...
was educated.
Yes, you was educated. Oh my god.
What commons are.
So, Nothics are typically slightly insane, okay, very insane, usually evil creatures who they subsist on, you're not quite sure. They hoard random things. Sometimes they hoard magic items. Sometimes they hoard information. Many of them know things that no one else does or that no one should.
Tell me, Nothic.
Not Nothic. I am nameless.
What do you know of this army, these Kandorians who have begun to arrive in the bowl?
Well, I do feel a need to repay you. You've been so generous with your offerings to me.
What have we given you?
Offerings?
Yeah, you emote. You feel so much and so passionately. Some of the things that you feel I haven't tasted in a long time.
That is not reassuring.
Like it.
What?
You're all up in your feelings?
Oh my god, yes.
God.
And now a word from our sponsors.
Yes, I apologize. That just threw me off a little bit. What had you asked, guys?
So what can you tell us of these Kandorians and their claim to the bowl?
Before I answer that, I will give you 3 questions in return for the 3 meals you have given me. If you allow me to continue with you, I will give you additional questions for each meal I get. Every time one of you is upset, I feast.
It is strange indeed, but information could be quite helpful.
Or, I also will trade in secrets or virtues.
Now I'm listening. The other thing, that's too creepy. I got secrets.
Yeah?
I have many.
I like secrets.
I don't have many virtues.
But you do have 3 questions first, and I will answer them. Would you like the question about the other army to be your first question? Oh, Wiley is dealing with something external.
Oops. Then I'll vote yes.
Okay, there we go. So, Wiley, I don't know if you heard the... Oh, okay.
You can stay around.
So would you like the question about the army to be your first question?
I'll look back at my party mates.
Wait, I vote yes.
Good as questions, Annie.
Very well.
Oh, thank you, Caden77. Woo!
Aww.
Yeah.
So you said yes, guys?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Pretty insane.
what I know is this. That army wasn't here 3 days ago. Nowhere in this area. Now they're here. They came from the keep that you found me in.
I didn't see you there.
I've only been to one keep, so that answers that question.
I like it. Don't like it.
What I know of them specifically, they're here to conquer, settle, claim, rape, pillage, warp,
Wonder.
meddle. They want this for their own purposes, and they will tear asunder the very land to get at what their actual purpose is. That's one.
Very interesting. 3 days. I'll regard the party perhaps we need to know where they came from, as in how they got here through the keep. What do you all think?
I wasn't standing right here 3 days ago either.
We were just outside the keep 3 days ago. 2 days away, basically.
It came through the keep. That doesn't sound good.
That is my sense. There's some means of transportation, magical or otherwise.
Yeah, but...
And perhaps each of the 3-4 keeps...
Maybe knowing what's in the other keeps would be more valuable than just knowing how they got there. That doesn't help us send them back.
He did mention their real purpose, but they didn't say what that was. Perhaps we should ask about that.
What's the other things you mentioned?
It's evil. I do not like it.
I'm with Glory. I don't like it. It's scary.
I like it as much as I like anything.
Which isn't much.
Looks like a little girl in a top hat, and that's creepy.
Yeah.
Little girls shouldn't wear top hats.
Like, honestly, the gremlin or the little girl, they're both equally creepy to me. Like,
The girl's creepier for me.
Children are not creepy. What's wrong with you?
Shall I ask then about the purpose of the Kandorian presence?
Ask it, phrase it how you would in character.
I was asking my party mates in character if I should ask them.
Oh, okay. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Do we still care about the wraith? Should we be asking about that? We haven't kind of heard from that shit in a while.
Yes, we've been away.
Sorry.
You squeak when I did this cracker? What the fuck?
So this kind of fake squeak.
It's a tennis ball and it... I didn't actually knew it did that. Sorry, I broke the dramatic moment.
No, that was perfect.
Continue.
Sorry. Yeah, so should we be asking about the wraith? Do we care about what's going on with that?
The wraith, I believe, is tied directly to Lord Ellswick. There's some connection there.
Ask what's in the other keeps.
I feel like right now the threat is the Kandorians and their immediate presence. Perhaps that would be the next best question to ask about all of the keeps. What is in them? Are they transportation portals of some kind?
If you're concerned about the number of questions, I promise I only eat the negative emotions.
Oh, Metzi here could keep you full for days.
Thanks for that, elf.
I cry a lot.
Oh, please. I'm currently stuffed. Don't feed me anymore.
I'm very upset right now because you're creepy. Does that count?
Very upset. Angrily munching on bacon ribs.
So tell us then, creature thing of nameless name. What of these keeps? What do they contain? Are they transportation gates? What are they? How did they come to be here through the keep?
There were several questions in there. I will attempt to answer what
But it was all in one single question, really.
I will attempt to answer what I think is the heart of your question, which is, what is the nature of the castles?
Yes.
The castles are a physical manifestation of what lies literally beneath the land. They are historical remnants, ghosts of another time. They existed when this place was still fought for. They're here now as more of a memory. They contain the damned remnants of the rebels that were, and in some cases, their oppressors, trapped for all time and locked in eternal struggle.
More people to attempt to kill us, basically. Anyone got a third?
Finn's just taking notes. You see,
Can I ask and I'm asking the party, can I ask what happens when it feeds on our negative emotions? Like, what happens to us if we're going to consider letting it follow us?
I think that's a smart question.
Are we considering letting it follow
Can't believe
us?
this, but I'm actually considering it just given the source of information.
It either eats them and they go away, or it eats them and we don't feel anything, because it said it's been feeding of us. And I don't know about you, but I think I've noticed if I felt less unhappy.
Well, we don't. Okay, so maybe you still feel that, but you're losing something else. We don't know. We don't know. That's weird. I don't like this.
I'd like to point out the two people who have adopted things do not want to adopt this.
Yeah, what about my turn to adopt something?
I'm sorry.
Stallion. You're a stallion.
Meatbag McGee is okay, but the little girl who's wearing a very stylish piece of headgear is not. Really?
Yes, I'm glad you get it.
Eating our souls.
I think we might be best served to just ask it one last question and be gone of it. Send it on its way.
How many banishing spells?
If
Can
in
I
fact
kill it?
go away.
No.
I don't know
Are
that we
you-
need to do that. It's caused us no harm and it's been quite helpful.
It says it was eating us.
But it's asked permission and it's making retribution for...
Ask permission after 3 days of eating us.
We all know it's better to seek forgiveness than permission, good fighter.
That's
If you
fair.
if you kill it before it attacks us, I will kill Leech.
I would like
There
to
you
see
go.
you try.
Try me.
So then, one final question
Not
for our
having
new
a good day.
visitor.
I would
Understood.
kill you before you could land a blow.
What else would you like to know of this creature before we...
No, Bentley just wants to fight Metsy, so she doesn't care.
By the way, while you guys are talking this out, she's literally just sitting there on a log, completely still. Her giant central eye just like looking at each of you intently and unblinking.
Nope. Mm-mm.
Maybe
No,
it's-
it's not coming
maybe
with
it's
us. That's just
plain-
something else.
Maybe it's Plankton's mother.
I'm dealing with weirder shit at the moment. I'm not phased. I'm just like, I'm too tired to be creeped out. I'm wrung out. Do we have any more questions? Anyone?
Do you wish to know anything of the Wraith and Lord Elswick?
It's the reason we came out here. It might be, even if we just knew where it went, or what it wants, or how to kill it, something. Just seems logical.
Perhaps there's a relationship between the Wraith and the undead soldiers of the long-forgotten wars and their oppressors. Perhaps because it was the Wraith and Elswick who suggested we come out here.
Yeah, Brenly, didn't the Wraith talk to you about the Kandorians? Isn't there a connection there?
Bentley doesn't even look at you. She acts like she doesn't hear anything.
Fine, ask it about Zelen Vale. See what it knows.
Just a biography, or just in general?
In relation to what we're doing, I don't know. Don't like it.
I kind of liked Indelar's suggestion of asking what the true purpose of the Candelarians is.
Ah, yes. Perhaps that could help us in stopping it, or at least be aware if it involves us.
If we know what their goal is, we might be able to figure out steps to either prevent it.
Okay, so we want to know the true purpose of the Kandorians in this valley, and if it has anything to do with Zelen Vale. Yes?
I'll look at the little...
Turn to Nameless and be like,
She looks at you and says, I'm waiting until you say that your question is final.
Our final question then for you would be to know the greater purpose of the Kandorians, what they're doing in the valley, and what was that name you gave, Mitzi?
Zelen Vale.
Zelen Vale.
To do with Zelen Vale.
Vale.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
As
Oh, I don't know.
well, this one's a little bit longer. Maybe not. It depends. This place is an echo chamber for magical energy. All the magical energy on the entire planet eventually cycles through here, like a current or a water table. The purpose of this place, then, and the purpose for the Kandorians specifically, is to attempt to control the flow of magic across this entire planet. If they do that, no one but the Kandorian Empire will control magic. Zalin Vale is someone who used to claim this space as a freehold. It was the nation of Iadar, a third nation. Now there are only two, but there used to be three. Iadar was small. It was always small. But they prided themselves on their reason and logic, their arts and culture, their ability to see to the heart of things and to negotiate peace between the other two empires. Unfortunately, the empires, well, they forged their own peace against the Iadar. Zelen Vale was the last who was... Pardon me. I apologize. I happened to see the chat and the Fire Nation screwed me up. Zelen Vale is the last holder of Chrysanthemum Keep. It is a castle at the very center of this place that, like the center of a wheel, controlled the rest of the spokes, and thus the flow of magic. That had always been their bargaining chip, that had always been their method of maintaining order and peace in the world, was by controlling the flow of magical energies. When the two empires united against the Iadar were wiped out. Magic was freely given, but Zelen Vale and his final few were trapped as wraiths, ghosts, echoes within the energy, and stuck here, out of time and space, forever, imprisoned.
Well, that answers some questions indeed. Just fact-checking with the DM here. Zelen Vale is that wraith, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I believe it?
That's a really good question. Roll an insight check.
Ooh, look at you.
You've learned so much in our time together.
Thank you, God.
That's awesome.
Um,
I love it.
Cute.
This is such a good game.
15 is enough for you to be pretty sure that... Oh, hooray, Throck!
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Good
job.
Love me some Throck.
You are pretty sure that that Nameless is being honest. In fact, you're pretty sure Nameless is never anything but honest.
Fine. But I'm not calling you nameless. Someone think of a better name for it.
Can we call her Pansy?
Maybe just let it have the name it's chosen. Sentient.
Yeah,
It's not a horse. Okay, name the horses. You can do that.
Well done. We are grateful that you chose to reveal yourself and make retribution for the energy you feasted upon.
I felt guilty. You've been delicious. Where you go, intense passion follows.
That's
Yes,
one way to
that
put it.
seems to be a hallmark of our arrangement.
Yes.
We are passionate people, and we've discovered that this little adventure has turned out to be quite a bit more than we signed on for.
Some of us didn't sign on.
But now we're all in it, aren't we? I look at my party mates.
I dig Rain's suggestion, by the way. Anyway, so if you don't mind, I'll be going. I don't like to stay anywhere for very long. There's so much more to know, to see, and I'm fairly sure that there are some interesting emotions happening over with that military cohort. But I'm sure I'll see you again. You seem determined. The questions you ask suggest that you know more than most people here do. That suggests to me then further that I will find better secrets if I stay around you. I'll never be too far away.
Do you require any secrets for the information you've given us now?
No, we're even.
I'm a pay up front kind of person.
Whenever you would like to know something,
Good.
if I have not recently dined on you, then we will work out a bargain at the time.
Yes, please, just make us aware of your presence then.
I did this time, didn't I?
If we're in the village, subtly, if you could. Mass panic, not a good look on anyone.
Where's the village?
If you find us, if we're surrounded by people.
You don't get to ask us any
There you
questions.
go. Oy.
Question for a question.
Just if we're surrounded by people, maybe wait until we're not, and then talk to us.
That's
Good
fine.
rule of thumb.
Most people try to light me on fire.
We
Does
won't
it
do
work?
that. Friendly.
Where's the village?
Yeah. No, thank you.
Brenley asked a question. I asked a question in response.
She points to the south.
Nameless shrugs. Well, I'll be off then. Have a good evening. Sleep well. Try not to have any particularly emotive dreams without me. Bye. And she just sort of like shimmers and fades into the darkness.
I will take first watch.
Yikes.
Like that. Don't like that.
I'm alright with it.
That's cool. That's kind of neat.
I like children, what can I say?
Alrighty. So, it is getting to be that time. It is 9 o'clock. Oh, 9:02. Perfect. So, I would like to first off thank all of you who have been in the stream, watching and subscribing and bidding and Jage, right? It makes me very happy when I get everyone all weirded out.
Oh, no.
Wow.
Keep that away.
Betsy wasn't weird. Betsy was just running.
Finn is intrigued, you know.
Just...
I don't have spidey sense like the paladin.
How's he long? I like it.
I got the creepy crawlies.
Matsy felt a lot of emotions today. He doesn't have room for any more. He's just
I'll take it from Metsy's word.
Okay, so couple of things. First off, before we get into our pluses and minuses, our ups and downs, our grows and shows, or whatever you want to call it. So I want to make mention of the fact that in the upcoming time period, in the next few weekends, we will be running a 36-hour streamy game-a-thon. Gamey stream-a-thon? Stream game-a-thon. Game stream-a-thon. Gream-a-thon.
Stop, please.
Game of stream.
Game of stream? Okay, fine.
Just get to it.
And it is for trans
Thaumaturgy.
Oh my God! Now you're interrupting me. It is for it is for Trans Lifeline. Our goal is to try to raise $5,000 We will be running games, and we'll be streaming all sorts of sweet stuff. I personally am probably going to be running either All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which is a zombie game, or Paranoia. No one really cares about my Engine Heart Love. That'll have to save for some other time. Trans Lifeline is an organization that is owned and operated and set up to assist those who are trans or otherwise in need of assistance with primarily microloans for all of the various things that just cost fucking extra when you are trying to legally become the person who you already are. So it is just an absolutely fantastic cause, something that I think for everybody here and most of the people who are hanging out in our Welcome to the Party Discord, affects a lot of us personally, either literally personally or personally through friends and family and other loved ones. So it's a real big deal, and I hope that you guys will sign up, which you can do if you hop over to the Discord. There are links all over the place. Or if Throck is paying attention right now, he can post these things as well. I do not have them readily at hand, unfortunately. And yeah, please join us. Please help out. Kick in whatever you can kick in. I think it's going to be a grand old time. All right. So, that said, how do you guys feel about the game this week? So, ups and downs. We like to end the game this way. We will start this week with Cubit, who missed us last time. So, I want to hear how you feel. Welcome
we
back.
like that you're back.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad to be back. Yeah, so my up is that I'm here. No, it's kind of what I talked to you guys about pre-stream, but in our call. I really like the turn of the tone that this game has taken. I like that we're raising the stakes and giving ourselves a deadline rather than a finish line that we're marching towards kind of without consequence. It makes decisions riskier, even not only in the sense of our own characters, but in the world that we're now becoming invested in. So even if we can reroll characters, we're still affecting this world that I'm starting to feel affection for. Like, I want to take care of it. So I think that's really interesting and is raising the investment on even smaller choices. And that's a really cool thing to play around with mentally.
A dig.
Downs. George's creepy voice really gave me the chills, gave me the creepy crawlies.
Yeah, understand my pain.
Props to you, Zed, because you don't give me the creepy crawlies, but then you created a character and a voice that definitely gave me chills.
I've got Uncle Bad Touch living in my head.
But, yikes. I'm not a fan. But I am. I'm a fan of not being a fan. Same with our nameless. Oof. So yeah, that's me, and I'm really glad to be back.
And we are certainly glad to have you back. And In for the Kill seems to have become a fan.
Oh.
All right, I want to hear from Moogs. Moogs, how was this for you this week?
It was so much fun. Again, both character-wise and for me, it was so gratifying being able to kill something after not being able to. I also, like Hubert was saying, there's a sense of urgency to what we're doing now. Not only just, oh, there's a god, it's evil, whatever, we'll get to it. But now it's like, shit, now this whole army is here. And these elite guys are here. We gotta get strong so we can kill them, or beat them back or something. And then there's creepy little things. also, a big plus for me was our interaction with Swaddling. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, you guys definitely handled.
Swaddling went better than rope. Rope would have gone badly.
Does it count if I say I like to dislike being creeped out about things?
Okay.
George and Nameless, those are...
I'm glad.
I'd never seen a Nauthica before, and it's still there. It's really big on the map.
Yeah, I was just kind of...
I minimized it.
I nearly pulled my iPad down because I was like, the sudden eyeball. I was like, okay.
Happy.
Super
Next,
happy. Alrighty. Wiley, how was this for you this week?
Man, this was a blast, and I didn't get in an argument with anybody or get in a fight with any party member.
I did.
It was fun. I enjoyed the back and forth with the Nameless thing. As an Outlander, I'm not maybe, my character's chaotic good, but I'm not the moral compass that Brenly has, that just innocent goodness, and of course our paladin friend has a strong moral compass. I'm not bound by that necessarily, and so plus, I just don't have the divine sense like the paladin. I just don't have that spidey sense.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like, man, I might be willing to trade on that a little bit more. I thought that was pretty cool. As far as downs, I don't know. I mean, that dark moment with Metzi is a concern. I think there's a lot going on there that we're just starting to see. And I say it's a down, not because I don't like it either in character or in person. It's just going to be another challenge for us to all navigate, because I think as cuddly as Metzi is, we've still grown to be fond of him. So now we've got this shit, how are we going to deal with this and not kill it or be killed by it? We're in this, right? So that's a challenge that the party has. And I'm with the rest of y'all. I like the kind of the TikTok sense of urgency. We got to get back to town, straight, get with Zelwig and Ellswick. I got another dude in my mind, obviously. And then get these people in town whipped up, like Glory's saying, so we can defend ourselves.
Oh, and I need to punch Hank's father in the face.
Yeah, we have that.
Literally, that gets written down at the top every single time. Hank's parents with an angry face.
Along with your hug countdown.
Yeah, gotta get on that.
And then I was saving the most dramatic for last.
Oh, God. Okay.
Yeah.
My first and main, good point is I'm just really, really happy that y'all are so willing to hop on my crazy train and just come with me on when I just derail shit because I'm playing a nightmare. I think I'm just really, really grateful because he does tend to be a lot, and I feel like occasionally sometimes it feels like I'm shoehorning backstory in. I'm not trying to, it's just that he's very, very, very shaped by what has happened to him, and it informs pretty much everything he does because he's not well. So I'm just really grateful that everyone just kind of comes with me when he decides, oh, you know what, Crazy Town, we're going to Crazy Town, no stop.
We're getting used to you now. We're coming to expect these unexpected things.
Continue.
I also really like Qubit said, I really like that we have a deadline and we have goals. I also really like the world building that we're getting into, that I can start now writing up and keeping in my little book, because I'm a nerd.
No.
Yeah, no.
I would like to point out, says another person who's streaming D&D with you. Pot meet kettle.
Yeah.
Oh, I never said I wasn't.
Okay, all right.
But yeah, no, my main big good is just the fact that I can go into the random RP moments, and everyone kind of comes with me, and I don't get eye rolled at a lot for just being very, very character driven. My down is probably that I'm very character driven, and I do feel sometimes that I'm just kind of diverting everything because he reacts to things, especially because that moment was kind of a perfect storm moment where he wasn't going to react as badly, but then George spoke, and it kind of went from being at like a 6 to being at like a 15. Yeah, he was just gonna hit the horse, and then like George spoke, it was just like nope, I'm done, it's over, I'm gone, and he kind of overreacted massively, which led to the swaddling. So yeah, I do feel sometimes that I kind of drag everyone with me, but y'all seem to be coming along quite happily, so
I feel like you're playing your character.
Now.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think you're killing it.
And we
in a good way.
we have talked about this before. Like so I personally prefer a game that balances, and I think we do that pretty well, balancing between like some pretty heavy RP and then some pretty heavy combat, and sometimes the two even get a little mixed. And I actually really like that. I don't really like to treat D&D as a game made of calculators.
Right.
You know, because in my mind, then, you know, for those purposes, there are so many games that already exist, right? I mean, I could go play an old school MUD, if I wanted that kind of interaction. But, you know, what I want is the people, and the people bring the drama and the emotion, and that's really, to me, that's the secret sauce. So, all right. Was that it? Was there something else? Okay.
That was it. I'm getting the hang of trying to play a character who basically has PTSD without it becoming, you know, the TV show stereotype.
Fair.
He does have things that will set him off. It's not just everything is, you know, drama. He has
PTSD and D.
Yeah, it just so happens that we're right bang in like the middle of his major triggers. So every little thing is just like, yeah.
No, totally understood. And I think you're doing a pretty good job. I do. So ups and downs. Ups, the RP and the humongous difference that levels 4 to 5 make.
Yes. Oh, it was so
Bren, you
good.
once.
Say again?
Bren missed once.
Yeah, that was a little gross.
No, it was delicious.
I got to use one of my shiny.
I want
I only
to
missed
point out,
once.
yeah,
It didn't
I
do
know
anything,
that was
but I
also
used
gross.
it.
And
Yeah.
I want to point out, like, Finn's bow is not magical. Bren's sword is only a +1. 5th Ed D&D doesn't require as much magic as earlier editions did. Now, to be
Right.
fair,
Yeah.
I could also be a much meaner GM, and that is coming. But yeah, like one of the things that I like about this what's called a bounded accuracy system, right, is like you can only ever be so good regardless of level, right? You know, bad guys can only ever be so tough to hit. People can only ever be so good at hitting each other. Unlike in earlier editions of the game, it would require, you know, like you had to stack magic upon magic upon magic upon magic, you know, to get your like +25 to this thing, in order to be able to even come close to hitting that guy. Whereas in this system that they've set up right now, that's not really so much the case. A team of level 1s could possibly, probably not, basically almost certainly not, but could possibly take out like a level 10 or higher character if they got, you know, sufficiently lucky. Whereas that wasn't always necessarily the case. So I dig that. The primary ups, though, still obviously like the roleplay, the reactions. You guys are doing great with that, and I am glad that you're digging where we're going and the way the information flows and all that. Sometimes I worry I'm a little heavy-handed, but I also don't care. Downs. I only have 2 backstories, I think. I'm still waiting on Moogs and Wiley. You don't have to do it, but it gives me... Wiley, I don't think...
I thought I gave you some backstory. I'll certainly get on that.
Yeah.
I thought I'd done that. My bad.
I don't think so. And if you did...
I'll get it.
If you did, just copy and paste it again, if you don't mind, just so I can...
No problem.
Make sure I've got it. Just so that I can make sure that I know where it is. Just send it to me in a private message, because that gives me a little bit more to play with.
Absolutely.
In the background.
Yeah, my bad.
You're fine. And then the only other down is that there isn't time to do this more. But otherwise, I'm solid. I'm good. This is great. So with that, we are going to raid Stumpomatic. That is Wiley's suggestion. But if
he plays in my Wednesday game.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's not my game. He plays in the game I DM on Wednesdays, and then the opposite Wednesday he DMs a game. We do it over on Castle Mac.
Okay.
So,
nice.
Good dude.
All right. Well,
he's a small channel. Good guy.
So I think I set this up correctly. Awesome. I did.
Stuff.
So please do stick with us. We like to spread the love, the D&D streamy love. So we're going to go and we're going to say hello to Stumpomatic. And
my brain keeps going Greek.
Stumpomatic.
Dramatic?
Yeah.
That's Greek lightning. That way. Anyway, sorry.
I love you guys. Tune in next week, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern. Goodbye.
So yes, we have a belt and a cloak to check. Let's remember that. We should write that down.
I wrote them down.
Which we'll probably identify next time if no Nothics interrupt our camp times.